Good morning.
Very nervous. It's a little crackly on my end. Not by crackly, I mean warbly on my end.
Oh, warbly, not crackly?
Yeah, crackly be like, with crackles and stuff. This is more of...
Warbles?
I believe it's... what's the word for it? There's an actual word. Where it gets warbly. How does it sound? Sound okay to you?
Yeah, sounds great.
Can you describe the warble?
Good. No, artifacts. Isn't that the term engineers would use, that it's artifacting?
Don't warbles wobble, but they don't fall down?
That's weebles.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Weeble Wobbles,
happy
Jason
fun
Ross. That's the original name of the morning show. Weeble and Wobble in the morning. 1-800-920-1140 is your phone number. 916-339-1140 is your text line. Welcome to all of you listening on the radio. Welcome to all of you listening on your smart devices. Welcome to all of you listening live on the app, which you can do now very easily. You can connect that right to your vehicle from your house, so you can have Sactown Sports with you at all times. And, of course, welcome to everybody in the YouTube chat. It's Jason Ross and Christopher Ladd back in the studio. I'm in a much colder place, by the way, but good to be here. Hey, good to be with you, and good morning, Jason. How are you?
Good morning, Carmichael Dave. Good to be with you. I'm well. How about you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I got a 3/4 zip up with a sweater underneath, a t-shirt under that. I'm triple layering today. Different wardrobe, different outfit out here, but it's good. How are things back home? Weather fine. Everyone's fine. No office drama whatsoever.
No, lovely. Maybe with
there's
Chris.
office drama.
Well, there is. Ooh, do tell.
I'm guessing at some point it will be brought up. I'm guessing later in the day.
Really? Well, that's a tease. I don't like being teased.
It doesn't have anything to do with you.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I figured, but
or does it?
I know we had attempted drama on the 4-way text line last night.
Last night,
or yesterday in the day afternoon. Sorry. Well, I'm 3 hours ahead of you. Yeah, I was at a meal, and I come back and I see all these texts from Jason and, well, mainly our boss, Chris, about some things. I went, oh,
no.
How am I supposed to react to this? And then I really thought, let me just say this, and audience, we're very aware of how annoying it is for a listener when we have to play vague book on the radio and we don't share everything. Just trust that I overshare, and when I don't share, there's a really good reason, and I apologize. Chris, were you surprised at all at my lack of reaction, or is that what you expected?
No, that was expected.
Yeah. I thought about it last night. I thought, God, I wonder if Chris thinks I was just, or if our boss thought I would just absolutely go into a full-on patented spiral. But you know what? Honestly, didn't bother me. And this isn't one of those things, by the way, where I say it didn't bother me, but it's like actually really bothering me.
So now that you say that, I'm thinking of all the times that things much, 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 much smaller have bothered you.
Yeah. It's the little things, Chris. It's the little things. It's the little things that always bother me. Because little things can turn into big things.
So maybe it's one of those things like, hey, if this big thing didn't bother you, maybe these small things shouldn't bother you.
Wait, I'm confused.
No, because it's the small things that drive me crazy. It's the formatics. It's the fundamentals. It's the little things that can become big things, and then you have to deal with this giant thing that is snowballed. Those are the things that drive me insane. Like an actual big thing, for me, it's like, oh, all right, let's go. I know what the challenge is. It's out there. Let's adapt. Let's overcome. Just like I learned in the Marines.
Just like.
Just like it. Is what it is. I'm not eating well out here.
Oh, describe it.
Well, I've been doing really well at drinking a ton of water.
That's good.
But they have this, as I often say, they have this, like, the ultimate coffee machine in the offices here. And I probably had 6 hot chocolates yesterday. And they're so good. And they're like, there's like little frothies on the top, like out of a machine. It's so good. And
Frothies?
they actually, okay, so like, you have like the hot chocolate's brown, but then when it gets to the end of the hot chocolate, then the milk starts pouring. And then when the milk finishes, it goes and it froths on the top.
Sorry, I thought you fell asleep.
Frothy milk.
Oh, frothy.
So frothy. It's a kind of funny word.
Yeah.
It's like moist or gulch. So gulch should be a bad word. It really should.
I thought he was an anchor in Sacramento.
It's what?
I thought he was an anchor in Sacramento.
Oh, gulched and dart?
Mm-hmm.
So those can't be healthy for you. I got to think there's calories. And they also import over the pond or across the pond to our New York offices. They import the Cadbury hot chocolate powder. And it's so good. So there's that. I'm probably drinking as much hot chocolate as I drink water. Well, maybe not that big jug, but there's a lot of hot chocolate happening. I hadn't been eating, I've been avoiding any sort of cookie or a lot of, not doing like keto where I'm not eating any carbs, but I've been very good about it. Well, I don't like going out when I travel. If I can avoid it.
You eat in a lot at the.
I do.
What about that restaurant I suggested or cafe?
Have not been there yet. Might do that Saturday.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that Saturday because I have to. It's about 7 miles from where I stay.
Oh.
Yes, and actually, that has been brought up in the past. I found out from my friends out here that has been on the menu, if you will, before. We just hadn't gotten there, but they all agreed it was a good place to eat. So that may be Saturday. So yeah, eating in.
Did you have to, when I suggested it, did you have to go to the people there and say, hey, have you ever heard of this place? Is it okay? Is he not sending me to like a terrible part of the city?
I didn't bring it up like that, but I did say, hey, my buddy back home said I should eat here. What do you guys think? And they're like, oh yeah, no, that's a good place. Yeah, no,
lovely.
Good. Oh yeah, it's always sure. So I go find a grocery store, or the equivalent in New York City. They don't really have, Safeways. And I got like, because I have a little coffee maker and a little, at the office, there's like, they drink a lot of tea there. So they have kettles for hot water. So my room is filled with bananas and instant oatmeals. And yogurt, because I have a little fridge. So I got a bunch of yogurts, and then I got some like muesli, I guess is what you'd call it, to sprinkle on it.
Okay.
So I'm trying, but then last night we did go out to eat, and I had spaghetti carbonara, which was really good, but also not great. So I'm really interested because I didn't bring my blood pressure cuff with me on this trip. And I had just gotten to the point where I went from Christmas, and my readings were like 160 over 112, and the thing's like, you're on the verge of a freaking blood pressure crisis, to, I'm looking at it right now, right before I left. Welcome to Carmichael Dave's blood pressure. Right before I left, I was getting, so like the last one I took before I left was 129 over 84, which it says it's hypertension stage 1, but whatever. It's fine.
It's just a number.
It's just a number. Like I can live with that. I'm fine with that. Let's see, 129 over 84. Normal or elevated is 120 to 129. So I'm right on the cusp of elevated. And then 80 or above. So I'm right there. I'm basically, it says hypertension. I'm basically slightly elevated. You want, according to this thing I got here, Jason, you want to be less than 120 and less than 80.
Right.
So I think when I come back, what do you guys think? When I come back, I think I'm going to bring my little cuff. We just everybody take their blood pressure. I'm trying to think who has a higher blood pressure, you or Chris? I think Chris.
No, I've had some
But
high
then
blood
again,
pressure.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, then again, Chris could be like 84 over 50. Like, I don't just be like basically a walking robot. I don't know. Be interesting to see what his blood pressure is during a Man City match.
Who? Do not want to see that.
No? I think it'd be kind of educational for you, just like get your baseline readings.
It was one of the trophy runs that they made, and my friend and I happen to be in Vegas, and I'm watching it in the room, and about 30 minutes in, he just looks over at me and he goes, "Dude, are you even enjoying this?" And I screamed at it, "Does it look like I'm enjoying this?"
Yeah, no, it's not a enjoyable. Soccer is not an enjoyable sport to watch until it's over and you win.
Then it's fantastic.
You know, I don't agree.
After you win, you don't like it?
No, I said unless you
Okay.
win.
Yeah.
I know I said it's not enjoyable until the whistle blows and you won. Then it's enjoyable, but until then, it's basically emotional constipation. Which is also a band from the 90s.
I did witness City beat Arsenal at Arsenal, and it was very fun for about an hour just making fun of all the Arsenal fans.
What was the score?
It's 3-0.
And how soon did you score the first goal?
3 minutes in.
Whoa.
Okay, that's why it was enjoyable.
Yes.
I mean, you guys basically, I'm talking about like a 0-0 barn burner or 1-1 or something where it's super tense. Or like last weekend was the big, derby for my team, and we're up 1-0, and then our guy gets sent off 3 minutes into the second half, and we're down to 10 men. And basically it was just like power play hockey for the rest of the match. And I at one point I actually had to walk out of the stadium. I did. I just had to take a walk, dude. It was I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't.
Sports.
Yeah, right. Like seriously, right? Like what is the as I'm on the flagship station of the Sacramento Kings and have built my entire life and career as you guys have around this, and people are listening right now. It is really funny though. We'll often kind of pause and go like, what is the draw? Like when you really think about it, it's like we get so wrapped up in dudes that we don't know that don't know us, whether we're fans or even in the business, that are dribbling a ball or hitting a ball or kicking a ball. And we like buy their shirts and pay exorbitant amounts of money to go watch them. And they do the thing and then it ends. And then, we're in a good mood or a bad mood based on the result. It really doesn't make a lot of sense, which is why fan is short for fanatic. Like if an alien landed Jason and was like, Jason, why are you so into sports? Like, that was my alien voice. I think it actually sounded more like Ned on South Park. But if they say that to you, like, give me your top 2 or 3 reasons why you love sports so much.
First off, whoa, talking alien.
That's what they want to know too. They land on Earth, and the first thing they do is go ask Jason Ross why he likes sports.
Okay, it take me a while to get, see if they like Reese's Pieces or whatever. I'm like, trying to take my movie knowledge and like see how I could befriend said alien.
This is actually very bigoted to give us Reese's Pieces.
And then I say, "Oh, I thought you were one of those aliens."
Oh,
and then I
what
just
do you
get
mean
in
those?
Oh man! And then I think that ends it for me.
That's it.
Yeah.
How was Earth? Racist. All right, what'd they do? Gave us Reese's Pieces. Oh yeah, they're one of those.
I would say, no, I have enjoyed it for my entirety of my life, of my being. It's fun. There's passion. There's energy. There's pageantry. It's enjoyable and miserable all at once.
Yeah. Thank you. We will now bomb your country.
Back to you.
Good to be with you.
And I'll say, hey, can I get a ride to the game?
Or the UFO parking is full, man. Do you have one of them placards? It's like a big blue placard with a spaceship on it. You got to put it in the window. It really is about isn't life is really split into three things. I think it's sleeping, it's being awake and doing your purpose. Your doctoring, your painting, your radioing, your lawyering, your teaching, your roofing, whatever your thing is, your work, your purpose, your socializing. And then isn't it also the third part is like, how do we pass the time?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you think about how we're going to get, hey man, let's get deep, man. When you think about how finite life is, right? And whether you're religious or not, look, hey man, I'm willing to stay. You die, you go to heaven or hell. I'm into it. Or you die and whoop, that's it. Your TV's off. That's it, man. Either way, life on this earth is finite. And whether it's sports, whether it's great, Big Alaskan Truckers or whatever that show is, Top Chef, Candy Crush. Hey Chris, what's the one we like?
Haven't played it in a while.
Royal Match.
Yeah, Royal Match. Thank you. Royal Match. We're just looking for. It's really just passing time, right? It's just different ways. Like my sister or wife watch reality shows, and I'm just like, oh, but what do you do? You're wasting your time on these just garbage programming. They're like, you watch guys put balls in hoops, bro. And you're like, wow, you don't see me out here in like a Top Chef jersey, idiot. And I'm like, that's actually an incredibly fair point. We're really just kind of killing time, aren't we?
Till our time with the aliens.
Yeah. We're just looking for a distraction. I mean, I gotta think that's why people are tuning in. We appreciate it. Like, why are you listening to guys doing sports? Well, because what do you turn on the news? I mean, that would be what you think would be productive, right? Like, I'm going to find out about world events and what are gas prices today and where's the traffic. And,
well, isn't that a distraction?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could argue that, like, well, you should be informed. You should know what's going on. Oh, there's a sale at Penny's. Like, whatever you need to know. But that's just boring. Maybe it's just we just grow up and this is another form of playing. Instead of with Legos and swords, we play with swords with Legos and building blocks. Hey, what kind of? I grew up in a house of gladiators.
You ever been in a Turkish prison?
You know what? Airplane came on a couple weeks ago, and I actually watched most of it.
Uh-huh.
And it's still...
Oh, it holds up.
So well. But I got to be honest, dude. People always talk about the problematic part of Airplane. Are the two gentlemen on the plane who speak a language.
Yeah.
And Beaver Cleaver's mom has to translate. And then I read this article about how, like, the Zucker brothers who directed it, like, those actors, it was kind of their idea. And they wrote the whole thing. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine now. I'll move on. But what never gets talked about that's problematic is Captain Ober. And his overly, no pun intended, I don't know what else to call it other than molesty ways. Like, we laugh, but if the aliens came down and were like, hey, give me a funny movie to watch, and you throw Airplane on, and you got this man talking to this boy in the pilot's cockpit, thank you. He says, you're You ever seen a grown man naked? Oh, what? Wait, what?
Not
How's that
cool
funny?
how they're treating Joey.
That's why I tell them a Gruber.
You ever been in a Turkish prison? What? And then I didn't really get this one to the end, but then when you put, have you ever seen a grown man naked together with, do you like movies about gladiators? Now that I'm older, it's you know, it's all clear to me now.
Yeah.
Captain Ober was a bit of a dirtbag.
Well, he had the fish.
He did. So did Kareem.
Yeah. Well, that's right. We serve fish or chicken. That's right. I had the lasagna.
And other than every scene with Johnny, who was the Val Kilmer of Tombstone of Airplane and just stole the whole thing, the dumbest scene that gets me every single time, and anytime my wife or kids are around, they roll their eyes out of their head, is when they say, oh, sorry, we're doing a fire drill here, everybody. Is when they say, when he's on the phone, and then they got the person on the phone and the other person on the phone. All right, put ham on 5, hold the mayo.
Yeah.
And that kills me because it's such a good and stupid joke. But Jason, I think the amount of people that think it's funny are dying.
Well,
like
I'm
if
still one
Airplane
of them.
I say if Airplane came out today, would it be funny? And I want to say it wouldn't. But also, isn't your Naked Gun movie, like the new one, isn't that that's the same thing? It's just a different type.
Right. You mean style?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, what do we call that? Is it slapstick?
I think so. Just like Hot Shots.
Screen. What are those?
Top
Screen
Secret?
ones or what? Top Secret. Yeah, I was thinking about Top Secret too, man. Because I remember I told you I couldn't sleep, so I was watching some Top Gun. Maverick.
Loaded Weapon. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, Loaded Weapon. I think they had a couple sequels. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part D. What are the? Is it? I know what you did. What are the ones that are about the Scream franchise, or is that just
Scary
part
Movie.
of Scary Movie? Thank you. And then there was one that never got a sequel, but is secretly is low key, as the kids say, one of the best entries, and it's really kind of a microcosm of all of them. Not Another Teen Movie. Just
phenomenal.
Not Another Teen Movie might be the godfather of slapstick movies.
I would put Wet Hot American Summer up there.
Really? Any fans of Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood?
I never saw that one.
I saw it a long time ago.
You're kidding, Jason. You never saw that?
No.
Okay. I get it. You're not into, sci-fi, and we've had this conversation before. You had to
Period
argue
pieces.
on it. Yeah. But you like all of the, you watched In Living Color.
Yep.
Have you seen what's the John Singleton movie with Ice Cube? The good one, the really good one.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, thank you. You've watched that, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's drawing off all these movies.
No, I know
styles.
Yeah, I don't know why I missed that one.
Well, all right.
And it feels like a weird one to watch now. I guess I could.
No, you could. I wish you could send movies like gift cards. I'd love to just text you hey, here's an Amazon gift code, just to punch it in on your TV and boom, one free rental. Rental. You get the rental and you watch Yentl with Barbara Streisand.
Yes.
Okay. We should probably break. That's part of the job. Let's do it. We want to hear from our lovely sponsors. We got a really big show for you today. Obviously, every day between now and next week, of course, we're going to talk a little Super Bowl. So we're going to do a bit of that. The Sacramento Kings are back east, right where I'm at, New York City, taking on the Knicks tonight. Friend of the show, and apparently sometimes friend of the midday show, Mark Spears said something that is resonating about trades, and specifically Giannis Antetokounmpo. We'll speak on that and a lot more. So as we drive towards 10 a.m. and Matt and Kayla, in the meantime, we sit back as we
One sports lineup in Sacramento.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt George, and Kayla Anderson. The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
Every weekday live and local 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Online at SactownSports.com or download the app right on your phone. Your number one source for all your Northern California sports. Sactown Sports 1140.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing.
Mom, how do you feel?
I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Sacramento, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Early Kings game tonight. Make sure you bookmark that. Listen up at Sactown Sports, where we will have all the coverage for you, including our very own Jason Ross doing pre-half and post. And
I'll be there.
And you know, G-Man, I know he loves to travel and eat at different spots. Although, who knows? Maybe he'll be staying in tonight because of the weather. It's just cold. But
I think
these
he
are
played
good
his
for
last
you.
game.
What?
I don't know.
That wasn't me. Is that you, Chris?
Oh, that wasn't me. It was me.
Why are you so into sports? Well, that's good. These are great for you, though, Jason. You get to bed early.
Yeah, no, I love road games like this. It's a good week.
If they ever make NBA Europe and have those overseas games, can you imagine starting your broadcast, well, really, in an hour or two, and then you're done by like 1?
Be awesome.
2.
Like yesterday, I didn't like the circumstances for that Indiana-Atlanta game. They had to move it way up because of the weather, but I think that tipped off here around 10:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So we could have finished our show, gone right in. Well, we wouldn't even had a complete show. They would have gone into game night or game morning.
Game morning.
Yeah, and then we would have been off by 9 a.m. like the old days.
I want to say, memory serves me correctly, the only time I can remember the morning show, because a lot of times the afternoon and especially evening show, they'll be shortened. Like this afternoon, are Whitey and Allen even on?
2 to 3.
2 to 3. So they work an hour.
Part-timers.
Paid the same as, we do for a full shift, but they work an hour. But anyways, that's fine. I mean, we didn't really talk about that when Allen moved up to the afternoons, but he went from think about Allen. Now, talk about a W. This dude goes from doing 4 hours, no offense to Kyle, but 4 hours as the solo host.
Right.
To working with a radio legend in Whitey Gleason. And instead of having to completely drive the show, he now, Whitey's the ultimate point guard, just sets Allen up. Allen hits him out of the park.
Drive the show.
Did I say drive?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I got you. You got me on that one, Chris. And so Allen could just sit back, feet up, and just Whitey sets him up, and he just, boom, hits him out of the park, unlike, when he played baseball. And then on top of that, he goes from having to do 4 hours a day to, especially during King season, like today, dude's coming in for an hour.
I know, light work, right?
Light work.
Yeah, that's a good gig if you can get it. Meanwhile, we have 20 hours a week, every week, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a preemption, for Kings and Rockets
China,
in
right?
China. And then when we carried the A's, there was that A's Tokyo series of, I don't know, 5 years ago or so. There were 2 days in a row, but that was it. That's it.
What about didn't we cover, because I was on that trip, didn't we do Kings and Nets in China as well?
Whoever they played, yeah. Or there was a Kings T-Wolves years ago. Now we're probably this is like Kevin Garnett and Chris Webber back then. I remember coming in early in the morning to do pregame.
This would have been, that trip was 2013 to China, and it was the Nets. And Garnett, by the way, was on the Nets at the time. But I thought, well, I don't know why we wouldn't carry it, right? G-Man was on the trip.
And then the India games, I can't remember what time of day. I don't think it was that early. I don't think.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's about it.
Well, here we are.
Here we are. Look at us.
That would be very... Yeah, so congratulations. And by the way, just to put a cherry on top of that cake, when I did the 9 to midnight show, I'll never forget the literal, and this says a lot, dumbest conversation I've ever had with a boss was Mike Ramey, our original program director. And I would do 9 to midnight, and Kings games would start at 7 or 7:30 and go till 11, 11:30. So one time I was in there during the daytime. I go into his office. I go, Mike, I want to talk to you. Like, do I really need to come in for a half-hour show? Like, drive all the way in. Basically, I crack the mic, I do a segment, I go home. Like, can we maybe just run programming? And Mike was, very Mike was kind of a human turtle, and he just kind of moved deliberately and slowly. Remember the old thing where he had the lights on a sensor, and Sean Cunningham said once that he was in his office and the lights went out because he hadn't moved for so long. It was a true story. So Mike goes, Dave, are you saying that instead of working 3 hours, you sometimes work a half an hour? I pay you for 3 hours, but you only work half an hour. And I just want to get this straight. Are you asking me to not come in for that half hour in which you get paid for 3? And it was like, as he was saying it, I knew just how incredibly stupid it was for me to bring that up. And I was like, actually, no, Mike, I was saying, I think it's really cool. Have a good day. And
back to you.
That was it, dude. Kings Knicks tonight. Jason, how in the you-know-what skis, how did the Sacramento Kings win that first game? Not that long ago, by the way.
No, that was part of that 4-game winning streak when Kings fans were freaking out.
Well, while that 4-game winning streak was happening on our end, the Knicks were not having the same luck. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, they went on their own 4-game losing streak. Yeah, Kings started that losing streak as the Kings beat them 112-101 at Golden One. Then they lost to the Warriors, the Suns, and the Mavs. Now they've beaten the Nets at home years, and they won in Philly, so that's fine. Won by 3. I don't know if they're quite out of the woods yet, but I'm imagining old motivation Mike Brown is probably using tonight's game to really, they win tonight. They're on a streak, and also the Kings are the team that so much for wanting to win one for the coach that was fired in a terrible way. That didn't work out.
Yeah, I think if I remember back to that game, what went so well for the Kings, I think they had a balanced attack from the starting lineup. First and foremost, the Kings played well. I mean, obviously that had to happen to beat the Knicks. The Knicks have not been as good of a road team this year. That's just no matter who they have out on the floor. And then I still maintain the biggest factor in all of it was Jalen Brunson played the first 4 minutes, rolled his ankle, and left the game. I mean, that would have been a completely different game had Brunson been there. So a couple things going against the Kings tonight. One, obviously the Knicks are better than them. 2, it's in New York, and the Knicks, I believe, should have Brunson and the entire crew. So and with a little revenge on their mind, the fact that game was relatively recently, and I think the Kings better be ready to go tonight. Otherwise, could be a tough one against the Knicks.
That's the thing. I mean, instinctively, and we've talked about this before, the Kings in most of their wins have beaten playoff caliber teams. So I don't want to go too heavy with this, but this, to your point, just seems like the type of game that if Sacramento doesn't start out strong, much like against Detroit, but I think if they don't start out strong, this could be a repeat, and they might get run off the floor tonight.
Yeah, and again, New York at home, I don't know what it is about that there, the Mecca, but they've been great. They've been great there, and they're trying to find it. I think there's been a little bit of talk. I think the Knicks fans didn't like, even back here, Dave, when they were here, and Mike Brown was saying all that stuff about, I went to the dive bar, we went to this place, like finding all the locations in Sacramento that he enjoyed when he was here, because the Knicks had some extra time here. That didn't go over well when the Knicks lost to the Kings. So I think there's a little extra pressure on Mike Brown right now.
9-12 on the road, 17-6 at the Mecca of all basketball, Madison Square Garden. We will take a break. When we return, we roll right on. We're getting stretched out now. How about Shedeur Sanders added to the Pro Bowl? He's getting a lot of crap. None of this is his fault, but what does that say about the Pro Bowl, and is it salvageable? We'll talk about that more football next.
Tonight Kings and Knicks.
Tip-off at 4:30. Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Is Sactown Sports 1140.
Come check out Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Plenty of well-lit parking available, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. And remember, Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Extra. A kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation. Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
Big savings are back at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? We have options for everyone. Plus, lower interest rates at Folsom Lake Honda make for lower payments. It's no wonder Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Get an instant cash offer for your trade at FolsomLakeHonda.com. We'll buy your car whether you buy from us or not.
Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Growing your business? It's all about having the right team on the court. At Bank of Marin, we partner with businesses in the greater Sacramento area, delivering personalized service and local expertise to help you make a slam dunk. Whether it's customized lending or solutions to keep your business growing, you'll benefit from local decision making, expanding, acquiring additional assets, or building a lasting banking relationship. We're ready for tip-off. Bank of Marin, your local business bank. Visit us at bankofmarin.com. Member FDIC.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
The new year is a great time for reflection, to appreciate all the good things in your life, and to prepare your resolutions, or bucket list as I like to call it. 2026 would be the perfect time to introduce someone new to the game of golf. Let them in on the fun. Or if you never played, it's a wonderful time to start. Maybe go to a driving range. Maybe take an introductory lesson. If you're an established golfer, maybe you want to get fitted for a new set of golf clubs. Maybe you want to take some refresher lessons to sharpen up your game. Consider a golf getaway, either with your significant other or a group of buddies. It's a great way to play new golf courses, eat some tasty new foods, and certainly laugh a lot with your friends. If you normally use a golf cart, consider walking with a push cart, or maybe even lightening your bag and carrying your golf clubs. Go back and play where you played your first round of golf, or your all-time favorite round. Remember why you play the game and how much it means to you. Leave the course in better condition than you found it. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. So, Shedeur Sanders is being added to the Pro Bowl roster. And I see a lot of people are dragging Shedeur Sanders. It's not his fault. The dude got added to the Pro Bowl roster. He said yes. Which, you know, it's weird. The Browns were 3-4 in the games he played, and he had 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Like, this is not your traditional Pro Bowler. There's a line here, Jason, that you can connect. So Drake May is the spot he's replacing. Drake May is going to be busy playing in the Super Bowl. The original.
What if he opted out of that and said, "You know what? I'd rather play in the Pro Bowl."
That would be, honestly, Drake May would instantly rise to be like one of my top 10 favorite players of all. That would just be hilarious. I wonder if Robert Kraft would have an issue with that, the Patriots owner.
What if he had some weird thing in his contract where he's actually getting paid more to be a Pro Bowler, be in the Pro Bowl,
then make it to the Super Bowl? He could do both.
That's actually interesting. If he has as many, if not most quarterbacks do, if he has some sort of clause in his contract that gives him a bonus for being a Pro Bowler, I gotta imagine they have to honor it.
Yeah,
if he was chosen.
But like, what if it was like he needs to be a Pro Bowl MVP and he gets like double the Pro Bowl?
Well, it was originally Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Drake May. So May's playing in the Super Bowl. Herbert and Allen are dealing with injuries. Patrick Mahomes, Daniel Jones, Bo Nique, season-ending injuries. Trevor Lawrence was one of the top alternates, but he opted to not play in the event. I'm not looking at the roster here, so I don't know if this has already happened. But I am looking at the AFC. I'm like, okay, well, Aaron Rodgers,
Geno Smith wasn't available.
Geno Smith, right? Lamar Jackson. What about like Joe Burrow? Is he hurt? CJ Stroud. Yeah. I think what it is it says more about how far down the Pro Bowl has fallen to the point where, remember, like, they don't even do a game anymore.
I was going to ask. I forgot. What is it? Is it flag football or is it a competition still?
Yeah, it was replaced with a week-long skills competitions.
Okay.
Culminating in a flag football showdown. And this year, the coach of the NFC is Jerry Rice. The AFC is Steve Young. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it takes place on a Tuesday.
Perfect.
Yeah,
we're 1 week out.
Is even though the Pro Bowl, or I should say, even though the NFL is by far the most dominant sport, do we agree that the Pro Bowl is far more difficult to fix than the NBA All-Star Game, for example?
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's reason. They don't want to play another game where someone potentially gets hurt.
Right.
And I think you can get the accolades. I mean, I think this is about the best that the NFL can do to showcase the sport, honor the people that have had the great season, and protect their players.
Well, notice I'm not forgetting about baseball or hockey. It's just the general consensus is those are the two sports that are those All-Star games mean, they matter.
They don't.
I don't know. They don't need fixing. I really think, and I've said this before, depending on how seriously the players take it, and that's always, it's like the All-Star voting. They don't care. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. The world versus the U.S. The world starters on paper dominate the U.S. starters. Like, it's a gross mismatch. Now, you never know till you play. But I think Vegas would, I don't know, I got to see it. I haven't looked at the bench, but I think Vegas would install the world as a heavy favorite. And as I said last week, what I really hope, I'm rooting for it. It's like the one time I'll root for the world, unless we're fighting aliens. Then I am 100% rooting for the world. Yeah, aliens kind of the theme of the show today. Why are you so into sports? So I hope the world beats the U.S. by 30 or 40, just like embarrasses them. And then talks a bunch of garbage afterwards about how world champion isn't the world champion until you beat, Fenerbahce or some crap.
Right.
So, and I really think that is the one thing. They're not going to give them enough money to care. They don't care right now. But I think now if they get embarrassed, ego is where you get them. I don't know how you do that with the Pro Bowl, but it's not going away, Jason. It's not. They're going to, sadly, whatever the Pro Bowl is up against on Pro Bowl day, they're going to beat the ratings. People are going to watch.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the Pro Bowl when it was a Pro Bowl game, like when they actually played football. And it blew me away that many people did. But people love their football.
They do.
Can I add to be fair to this?
Ooh.
Absolutely.
With flag football becoming an Olympic sport in a couple of years, I think it adds some intrigue to the Pro Bowl the next couple of years.
Did you see how Rajon Rondo's like one of the
Oh yeah, for a while too.
No, legitimately, it's crazy. I could see that. I hope so, but also are the players taking that seriously? Like, at least when they were in Hawaii, you know, you had kind of the theme of the whole thing. You'd have like the aloha music and the Hawaiian lady and the lei with the thing doing the, you know, they do all the Hawaii stereotypes. Yeah, coconuts, and you know, they'd show some, you know, bird or crap. You know, they do all the Hawaii stuff, right? And then, you know, okay, well, that's cool. Hawaii didn't get football, so all right, you go out. Like, you know, there's been some Pro Bowl, like Jason. If I'm putting you on the spot, admittedly, and I had time to think about this, and if I hadn't, I probably wouldn't be able to come up with anything. So that being that caveat, do you have a favorite Pro Bowl moment?
I don't have one. The only one I can think of is like Manning talking about that idiot kicker.
That's literally it. That's all I could think of.
What about that one punter that got blasted?
Yeah. So we're talking about special teams players at the Pro Bowl.
And one not even playing.
There are 3 things I remember about the Pro. Literally, if you said, what are your top 3? Not best, but just the 3 things you remember the most about the Pro Bowl, other than it being in Hawaii. I'd say in no order, Manning and Mike Vanderjagt, the idiot kicker.
Mm-hmm.
The punter getting blasted. And then Robert Edwards destroying his knee.
Right.
Those are the 3 things I just, like I said, they're not all great memories, but those are the things I remember. I don't know how to fix it. Like, there is part of me that says, well, maybe there's something with these week-long events. Like, if you made a big deal out of crowning the fastest man in the NFL, the strongest man in the NFL, like if they could get some of them to put gloves on and have like a MMA event, you know, the toughest man in the NFL.
Sure.
I think you go for it. I think, honestly, you have like basically a decathlon, and it's like obviously sprinting for fastest man. Then it's like the man in the best shape in the NFL, and that's like the endurance.
The swimsuit competition.
Strong. Swimsuit competition, definitely not there. But what if we just go, okay, toughest man in the NFL, MMA competition. What about like best cook in the NFL? Like, what if they have like a chopped NFL version? And you just have big old fat, you know, Tony McGee, from the offensive lineman for the whoever's up there. And you're like, I like to make
grill.
Macaroni. Right.
You have barbecue contest.
Absolutely. And you can get sponsors. Kingsford presents the best griller on the gridiron. Roar, you know,
quarterback, like wide receiver, 3-legged race.
Yes.
Egg toss.
100%. Jenga. Just a big giant NFL Jenga with like team logos on the end of each block or log or whatever they're called. That's probably how you fix the Pro Bowl, guys, is you have to have, or, I mean, listen, to be honest, it's already kind of been done. It really has. If you take pretty much, not all, as you'll agree with me in a second, but what if you took all of the events from the Alpha, Beta versus Lambda, and Omega Mu, you know, fraternity off in Revenge of the Nerds.
Yep.
That's how you fix the Pro Bowl, gentlemen. But I don't want to see what the whipped cream pie is going to be.
You don't? That's my pie.
You want to talk about scenes that don't stand up, dude?
Well,
that might be the heavyweight champion of scenes. Old Lewis, just I think he just got out of jail 2 years ago. We'll take a break. When we return, hey, hour number 2 already. What in the HE double hockey sticks is going on? We got 3 for madness. Max Raynaud snubbed as the USA versus World format. Excited you at all? Well, I kind of already answered that one, so maybe I'll write a new one. Stupid idiot. And much more. It's 3 for madness. It's next.
Domantas Sabonis plays here.
He finds Sabonis. Put the frosting on the cake. Put the cherry on the sundae. Sabonis with a 2-hand flush makes it 114-106.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
All Americans should do what they can to prepare for the future. Donald Trump Jr. here with an important message. More and more Americans are looking for ways to diversify their hard-earned money, and gold is the perfect solution. For example, a gold IRA from my trusted friends at the Birch Gold Group lets you diversify your IRA or 401k into physical gold with zero taxes and zero penalties. You stay in control with a tangible asset that's held value for thousands of years. And right now, Birch Gold is offering a free info kit to help you understand how it works. Just text the word SECURE, SECURE, to 989898. There's no pressure, no obligation, just the facts. You can't predict the future, but you can be prepared, but only if you educate yourself. So take that first step right now. Text SECURE to the number 989898 today. That's SECURE to 989898.
Save more on the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 35% off select major appliances and choose from our wide lineup of top brands. Plus, save $100 on a Little Giant 22-foot multi-position ladder. Now just $189. Built for strength, flexibility, and job site versatility. Pros, these savings will only be here for a limited time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 1/30 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction, lose thousands. Not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt. And right now, get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Gradual breakers. You keep your eyes on the road, so you've seen it all. As long as it all happened directly in front of you, like a Swedish masseuse, your foot knows exactly the right amount of pressure to apply to the brake. That's why your passengers feel totally relaxed with you behind the wheel and occasionally super sleepy. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Sacramento, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, Now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All righty. Should do I think it's appropriate, Jason, that do a public apology real quick before we do 3 for Madness. I rarely do, but hey, look, when you do something wrong, you should be accountable. That's what I tell my kids. How should I be any different? Also, I can't see you. Is that a Chris thing or is that a me thing? I told the Mike Ramey story.
Uh-huh.
I attributed it to, as I remembered, it was Sean Cunningham that had shared that with me. And then at one point, towards the end of the last segment, somebody texted and said, that's my bit about Ramey. I'm thinking, oh, is that your bit?
Yeah.
What are you freaking talking about? Is that Mr. or Mrs. Listener? That's a highly internal Sports 1140 old school thing. I said, because I actually witnessed it and I've told it to literally everyone I've ever spoken to. Hey, Jason, you're doing a great job. Well, that's radio legend Phantom.
Yay.
Hello, Phantom.
Hello,
so
Phantom.
many things here. First off, hold on. I forgot it's Phantom we're talking to. Hey, Phantom. Good to hear from you. I want to make sure
my taxes.
So that's number 1. Number 2, sincere apologies. I misremembered. That is 100% your bit, and I was relaying it. And number 3, thanks for listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for listening.
Appreciate it.
I did Phantom's podcast a few years back. I saw him.
Nice.
And, I had a really good time. It was a video cast, if you will.
Oh, I will.
It's good to see. You will? Will
Yeah.
you? Okay.
And
It's
Phantom's,
good to see Phantom.
Phantom's one of the greats. All-time greats.
All-time. I mean, really, honestly, can you have a Sacramento Radio Hall of Fame and not have Phantom in there?
Oh, it has to be in there.
All right, here's one for you, and we'll move on to 3 for Madness. I'm going to put you on the spot. You only have 1 vote, and you have a choice. There's 2 people left on the ballot. And these guys couldn't be polar opposites. I'm not sure if they've ever met. Phantom or Whitey.
Oh, I don't know if they've ever met either.
I don't either. Which way do you go?
I think I vote Wantum.
Not Fighty?
I wear a split cap, split jersey.
I mean, you probably want to get Phantom in there because, Whitey's probably got a while to get in. You never know with Phantom. I'm not saying he's
Hey, I guess they're right. Senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose.
Wow.
That is absolutely. Do you think Phantom's at the point now where, how like old people shrink? Do you think he's at a point now where he's shrunk so much that when he drives, he has to look in between the top of the steering wheel and the steering column when he's driving? And remember how he had that big, like, bumblebee hairdo?
Bumblebee?
Isn't that what it's called? The like hairdo that like they
Beehive.
had in the 50s were beehive. Sorry, Bumblebee. Hey, stick
Yeah,
this up.
he had that huge bouffant up there.
All right, 3 for Madness. Love you, Phantom. Question 1, please.
Phantom's probably thinking, I probably should have just let him have it.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, see it, say it. That's my rule. Sorry, fans.
If you see
Go
something,
ahead.
Sorry,
question Un.
Max Raynaud will not be appearing in the Rising Stars contest this year. Does this annoy you?
Blue. It does. It does. It actually does. Look, I get it. Max Raynaud playing in the Rising Stars isn't going to get us a better draft pick. It's not going to get us win. I understand that in the big scheme of things, it does not matter. I'm aware, so I don't need to be corrected on one of our lines here. I get it, but there is a Sacramento proud, and it is nice to see representation. And I know in the past I've said like, oh, I don't want him playing, what if you get hurt or whatever. Well, I wouldn't want him to get hurt either. Also, this is the one year that so
no, it's Raynaud.
it's and it's stupid because he's like number 7 or 6 on the Kia NBA rookie ladder or whatever the hell they call it. But you can't get in they got a whole roster of G Leaguers in there. No offense. And Max Raynaud should have been Max. Hey, Jason, should have been Max Reyes.
Yeah.
When it came to voting for the Rising Stars, they should have just said Max Reyes.
Oh, it was better that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your thought. Back to you.
Well, on the individual basis, I feel for him. For Max, it's an opportunity to have him be seen by more people than just those that watch Sacramento Kings basketball. I do have to admit, though, I think we're a funny lot of fans because, if I'm trying to grab from a lot of different areas of Kings fandom this year, it's, don't win too much, would rather have the lottery pick, the highest possible chances. Yet here we get to a team that's had a miserable year, that's 4th from the worst in basically a half game out of being dead last, and feeling slightly shunned by not having representation on All-Star Weekend. I don't know. I think we kind of want all the worlds at all the times, and we can't get it all. And I don't think it's the biggest injustice. I'd like to see him there personally. I have nothing. That would be great. But I saw other people, if Max isn't there, Cardwell should have been, at least Nique. I'm going, wow, like this is not a very good team. And, we think all of our rookies should be there. I don't know. I'd like them to be, but I think we're kind of grabbing at a lot of different wants here that they all don't line up.
Well, could have happened. Should have happened. No. It's just that kind of year, Jason. I would have gone.
You would have gone?
In my Raynaud jersey.
Yeah.
Root him on.
In L.A.? Because you know what? You love L.A.
Love L.A.
Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it.
By the way, somebody sent in a really good idea. Well, you know what? Let's go to question 2. This ties into that. Question 2.
Question 2.
Has the USA versus World format excited you at all for this year's All-Star game?
Okay, so kind of covered that. Like, yes, with an asterisk. I'm excited because I hope the world takes it seriously, and then eventually the USA will take it seriously, but it'll be too late and they get blown out. And then now all of a sudden it's all about next year, and this is a real thing. And like maybe there's a couple skirmishes during the rest of the year with like a world representative and a USA representative, and they just develop. And then they do the Euro League, and now it's a thing. And it's not a world champion unless you play whatever and Panathinaikos or whatever the hell, yes, I've covered that though. Somebody has a great point though. On the text line, I think it was, no, maybe it was the chat line, but they were basically saying, well, why don't we do events? Why don't we model the Pro Bowl in the NFL? Because we were talking, if you missed in the last segment, the Pro Bowl just stinks. They've now turned into a flag football game. Shedeur Sanders is on the roster. Nobody wants to go. It's not even in Hawaii. Where is it now? Is it in Vegas?
Isn't it in the city of? Isn't it in San Francisco? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. Yeehaw, right? There you go. Let's have some sourdough. So there you go. I mean, at least you get a free trip to Hawaii in the past. So somebody said, well, why don't you basically do it like? Why don't you do the events like Battle of Network Stars?
Love that.
Style. Okay, so just to go over some of these events, guys. So basically what happened is some of the events were modeled after those used on the Superstars. Another Trans World ABC production.
Yeah, hello.
Production. Boy, did I read that wrong. That featured athletes from all sports competing against each other for an overall title. Regular events. Now, guys, I'm going to read these events, and I just want you to imagine, like, the Pro Bowler is divided up into, let's say, teams of 4, and you try to put like a quarterbacky type, a running back guy, or wide receiver, maybe an offensive lineman and a, I don't know, kicker, whatever. You try to all shapes and sizes, basically. So you've got swimming, kayaking, volleyball, golf, tennis, bowling on custom-made outdoor lanes, cycling, 3-on-3 football, the baseball dunk.
What?
I don't know. Running and an obstacle course.
Love the obstacle course.
Also featured as a regular event was a game of Simon Says. Now, I can only assume that's like the little circle-y thing with the colors on it.
No.
Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking?
That's Simon.
You're right.
But you remember Simon Says?
Okay,
You thought it was the game with blue, red, yellow, green, and you have to do it in the order? Actually, that'd be good. You go from Simon Says to Simon.
It's just a big Simon.
Blue, red. All right, blue, red.
Oh my God. Okay, well, either one. Yes,
that was a great game, by the way.
The Simon?
Simon, both games, but Simon's a great game.
Dude, Simon got me through so many drives with my grandparents.
Right.
Oh my God. They actually
pay my taxes.
They bought, yeah, no, that's right. Well, they're
Chris,
no
have you
longer
ever played
with us,
Simon?
Chris.
Yes.
Okay,
Except
well, then you pay your taxes
there were
too.
so many cousins that we were all given like, okay, you could only hit this specific color.
Oh, you did you were on green.
Yeah, because if we played one by one, then it would take like an hour to get through everybody.
Wait, hold on. So the original Verlade squad played Simon the following way. You'd have like four.
This is more of the Paez posse.
Okay. So the Paez posse with special guest Verlade would gather 4 per Simon.
Uh-huh.
And you'd be like blue.
Yep.
So your responsibility would be when it's time to hit blue, you hit blue.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's also what it was like for Bop It.
For what?
Bop It.
What the hell is Bop It?
You don't remember that? It was like the stick, and you had to either bop it or twist it or pull it.
This is a kid's game?
Well, it depends on how you played it, Dave.
You don't remember that? Bop it. Pull it.
Twist it.
It was the same thing as Simon.
No.
With a twist.
You know what it is, Dave.
I'm going to look it up, but that honestly sounds like a story that like Grandpa Chris will tell someday to the little Chrislets around him. They'll be like, in my day, we only had one Simon for all 4 of us. We assigned to a color. And they'll be, Simon, what? But still, that 100% sounds like an old man story. Either way, whether it's Simon Says, I hate Simon Says because I always messes me up. Simon Says do this. Simon Says do that. Simon Says do that. Do that. And then the final event is a tug of war.
Yes, classic.
They get points based on everything, and then in the end, the tug of war. I guess that's how you finish. It's worth the try, isn't it?
I mean, they're not doing this exactly, but aren't they doing some of these things with some of their challenges?
Yeah. I think you got to make it like super official. You gotta come up with a point system for each. Maybe they already do, and then I think the best one is like you make it all like the winning team gets raises all this money for their charity, and all has to be like kid charities because you can't slow poke it on a kid's charity. You got to try your ass off, you know. Real quick trivia.
I didn't like
question
any of
for you.
those words.
Well, I guess they adjusted it now in 2017. Mike Greenberg did it, and apparently they had different episodes. So like one episode pitted primetime soap opera stars against actors associated with comedies, while another had actors who played lawyers versus those who played White House employees. Okay. Here's a fun trivia question for you. In both the original 70s, 80s Battle of the Network stars and the new one, they both used the same venue.
Oh.
Do you have any idea where it is?
Malibu. Palisades.
Why would you say Malibu?
I don't know. It's in SoCal somewhere.
Dave loves LA. Dave loves it.
Jason. So you're 100% correct on your first guess.
I used to love that show. I was obsessed with that show. I actually just saw something yesterday that was coming across the old algorithm, which was crazy. It was something similar to that, like the Battle of the Network Stars, but I think it was musicians, and it was clearly in the 70s, and they were doing the sprint, and I think on the male side, it was guys from like ELO. Michael Jackson was in it. One of his brothers was in it. I can't remember the other groups, and then like
Peter?
The female race had Janet Jackson, and she was probably a teenager. Joan Jett. And you just think about that now. It's like if we had bands that were doing this, it's just a different time for sure.
Why would they do Battle of the Network Musicians?
I don't know if it's Battle of the Network Musicians or if it was just another like sporting. It had the same look, same feel to it.
Would you
just
guys
bring back Jock Jams? Or Jock, what was that? Rock and Jock? Rock and Jock. Not Jock Jam.
And MTV's Dan Cortez. Would you also be okay with a Star Search section of it too, where like
karaoke?
Something where each, like, they had to like, oh, hey, can anybody sing? Can anybody dance? Can anybody tell jokes? Does anybody have a talent? Can anybody juggle? And then each team had to nominate like their person that had like the talent for the talent show. I think Raj Goodell should be listening.
Yeah.
I think we're fixing the Pro Bowl as he speaks, as we speak. Question 3, please.
Question 3.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointed will you be if the Kings only make a minor trade or no trades at all by the deadline?
Jason, you got the question right, by the way, as Malibu is the location, but to be more specific, Doug Christie and my sister's alma mater, Pepperdine. Pepper was on the streets of Pepperdine University. Yeah, the mean streets.
Danny, I want to go to college in Southern California like Auntie.
Yeah. Younger sister got to go to Pepperdine, and
where'd you
Carmichael
go?
Carmichael Dave got younger sister got the braces. Younger sister got to go to Pepperdine. Carmichael Dave got a $300 Datsun pickup truck, which, by the way, I'm very thankful for. But that's what I got. Here you go, Johnny. Smoke them up. Kicked out the door.
That shouldn't have made me laugh so hard.
Smoke them up.
It's tough because the answer for me is yes. Of course I'll be disappointed.
So from a scale of 1 to 10, it will be yes.
Yes. A scale from 1 to 10, how disappointed would I be? It would be a yes. I would say it would be like an 8.5. I would be very disappointed and very let down if like the one trade we made was like Keon Ellis for a future conditional first rounder, or Malik Monk for Fred Armisen and a second rounder.
Fred Armisen. I would be really intrigued by that.
He plays drums. But also I would cope, and we would kind of have to, although it's really hard to do that, by saying, look, this isn't a trade deadline where we're trying to, like in most normal years for a normal franchise, where we're really we really need a shooting guard, and man, can Scott Perry pick one up so we can really do some damage in the postseason? Like, this is not a trading deadline. We are literally so down bad as a fan base that we are excited and hopeful for trades that will actually make our team immediately worse than it already is, and it's the 4th worst team or 3rd worst, however you look at it, in the NBA. We have now been conditioned as NBA fans to root for picks and less salary. Yay, here we go, picks and salary. Like, that's what we're doing. Because of that mindset, I think we forget that if there weren't any trades made, we also don't want Scott. First off, we don't know that there were any trades available. Like, maybe he's trying to trade Zach. Maybe Scott is on the phone every day, Jason. And he's like, Zach LaVine, DeMontis Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, big discount, come and get them. Shop's open. And everyone's like, we'll give you this guy with like a 3-year contract. We'll give you, and there's no deals. Well, I'd much rather him not make a deal than make some stupid deal that makes no sense, that gets us nothing, that hamstrings us for the next year or two. And that's a conversation we'll obviously have with him. So the long answer to a short question, yes, I will be very disappointed, to the tune of 7, 8.5, somewhere in there.
So 10 was the highest level of disappointment?
10's the highest level of disappointment.
Yeah.
But it'll go down.
I'd be close to 9 or 10 just because of the necessity, I think, to change the team. And I'm with you. You don't do it just to do it. You've got to get a deal that you feel good about. So I believe Scott Perry wants to change the look of this team. And so I know if that's his desire, that's what I would like them to do. This team is not it. We know that. We can tell that. Everybody's watched it. And I don't feel at the moment that they've got a ton of like bright spots around the corner. There's some, and I still think that can change and develop over time with some player development, but the roster needs to be different. And so to me, trades is one of the ways to do it. In free agency, they got a few guys that'll be free agents, but the bigger move would be if they could move off some contracts. So to me, I'd be really disappointed, Dave, if they didn't get any trades done. And it won't, I know, be for lack of trying. I'm sure there's a will to do that. If we look at Scott Perry's track record, I expect him to almost change the entirety of this roster within 2 years. So we haven't really seen it happen yet, but I think it's going to happen. And so this is one of the first opportunities at it. I'd like to see some things done. I just think they need to do it.
I also think part of it too, Jason, is if there's no moves made at the deadline, but then before we go into training camp next year, there's been 3 or 4 moves. I just don't want to freak out, and obviously I'm prone to doing that, so I'm not poo-pooing it. I just don't want to freak out and be like, Scott Perry's just done, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, yeah, dude, there weren't any trades.
Right.
And so I didn't do it, and then just wait. And then we turn around training camp, and it's because I was thinking about this team, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything like that. Like, I like the people on this team. They're fine. But, like, there's really nobody on this team that I care about that much to where, like, when you're trying to flip the culture, like Keegan probably is I like players on this team. Yeah. I like Monk. I like somebody. I like that. But, like, I'm trying to think, as long as the trade made sense and helped this team down the road, I'm trying to think. I think maybe Keegan's the only guy where I'd be like, oh my God, that hurts a little bit. I miss him. But also, part of me thinks that there is the part of me that's trying to be realistic and be like, dude, half the reason we love Keegan is because nobody plays defense on this team, and he does. And also, he's an incredibly lovable guy. I think Keegan's personality, I think there's a world in which Keegan's in New York or on another team, and they're looking at his numbers and they're like, really, this is year 3? Like, this is what you did your rookie year. This is what you're doing. Like, you're not growing. Like, they're harder on him than we are. And I know that somebody's going to be like, what about Max Raynaud? I love Max Raynaud, but I keep telling people, look, he's been a pleasant surprise. He's going to have a long NBA career. I think it's a fantastic second round pick of value. But let's not get carried away. And by the way, I could be wrong, but you have to remember that he's also 22, 23 years old. We're not be a lot more excited if he was 18 or 19 years old. When you got older draft picks, you have to accept that most rookies, part of the thing is the potential and what you see and how they can grow. I just don't know. Generally, guys don't do too much growing, and I'm not talking physically. They will. I mean, Max Raynaud is going to be a better player than he is right now, but he's also going to be 23 in July. We're not talking about some kid we're not talking about Cooper Flagg. We're not talking about, like Nikola Jokic. I know this is like the ultimate pick, but like just to give you an idea, like Nikola Jokic, when he was 22 years old, averaged 18.5 points, 11 boards, and 6 assists. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's He's not Nikola Jokic, is what I'm saying, which makes a ton of sense. It's a super good take.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just think where the Kings are now, as we said, they're in the bottom 5, or really bottom 4, and close to being dead last. But also, I mean, I don't see them making this surge up the standings here, even if things get a little bit better. But I think what I'd like to see, and I don't know that they have to solve it by the end of the year, and maybe it comes via the draft, but I don't see a lot of things that right now, David, go, this is where they can build upon. Like this guy, these guys, these 3, this 4. Like it just feels like it all needs to be transformed. Not every single player needs to go. That's not my point. But it's just you want look at the bottom teams like right now. Indiana's not a great example. But when Tyrese Halliburton comes back, I expect them to be a team that's right back up where they were in the Eastern Conference, and they know who they're building around. New Orleans can still say they want to build around Zion, and maybe they do. What are the Kings trying to build around? What are the Nets trying to build around? What are the Wizards trying to build around? I think they're still searching for that piece where they go, this is what our franchise is being built around for the next 2 to 3 years.
I couldn't agree with you more. From the 916, Dave, Keon's almost certainly a goner. Would you guys do a Keon Ellis for Rob Dillingham trade? Look, I hate Keon Ellis is a goner. I do. By the way, I think the texter's right. I hate that. I hate that guys like Keon Ellis are the types of players that the Kings should be gathering, not letting go. But if you told me that no matter what Keon Ellis was going, and that the texter's asking, would you do a Keon Ellis for Rob Dillingham deal from the Timberwolves? Yeah, I absolutely would. The guy's played in basically a combined full season. He's 21 years old. He was a high lottery pick. By the way, he's a point guard out of Kentucky, which is just about a guaranteed Hall of Famer. And his numbers, you want to talk about buying low. He's averaging 3 and 4 points a game his 2 years in here. Not that much better. I mean, his numbers have been probably, dude should have been in the G League. The Kings need a point guard, of the future. And yeah, that's how I think Scott Perry should be thinking. When you have an opportunity to turn a distressed asset like Keon Ellis, which he shouldn't be, but he is, into a potential asset in Rob Dillingham that's under team control for another 3 years. Yeah, I'd be okay with that, Jason.
Yeah. I'm looking at either young players, better contracts, or picks. And so, yeah, that would fit into that criteria. But I want to see if Keon is being thought about moved. Can he be a part of a bigger deal? Can he be, there's some rumors yesterday about Sabonis in Toronto with Keon being in there. Who knows what's real and what's not now? We're getting close to that week out where a lot of things are going to be thrown out there.
We will take a break from the text line. Dave, Jason, you can't trade Malik. Malik is the city. Bye-bye, everyone else. No, the city is 12 and 35, okay? You can trade Malik. I love Malik. Love him. But come on, dude. Come on. When we return, moving right on, we talked yesterday about how crazy this NFL season was. I got a little homework for both of us when we talk about next year. Teams that will make a rebound, and they're inevitably will, but who's poised for that? We'll get to that right after this.
Malik Monk plays here.
Started left, goes right, steps back, launches the 3. Nothing but net. Oh, that was just filthy. Oh, my, that was sweet.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Big savings are back at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. Looking to own or lease? We have options for everyone. Plus, lower interest rates at Folsom Lake Honda make for lower payments. It's no wonder Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Get an instant cash offer for your trade at FolsomLakeHonda.com. We'll buy your car whether you buy from us or not.
Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
A kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation. Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know you can't cook. You're not one of those people who say that they can, but when people come over for dinner, they find out the hard way, you can't. You can't even microwave popcorn, and that's literally just one button. Plus, measuring and patience are huge parts of cooking, and that's just not you. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Save more on the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 35% off select major appliances and choose from our wide lineup of top brands. Plus, save $100 on a Little Giant 22-foot multi-position ladder, now just $189. Built for strength, flexibility, and job site versatility. Pros, these savings will only be here for a limited time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 1/30 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
In the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Welcome back. The NFL in just a second. The betting markets are updating probabilities on player movements, and this just in. The top 4 likely NBA players as of right now, or should I say a few minutes ago, to be moved before the deadline. Michael Porter Jr. at 56% chance. Jonathan Kuminga, 64%. Kyle Kuzma at 81%. And number 1 at 82%. Zach LaVine.
What?
That tells me that with the Giannis Antetokounmpo injury, our friend Mark Spears said on ESPN yesterday he thinks Giannis has played his last game in Milwaukee. The Kyle Kuzma, Zach LaVine trade has been bandied about for a while. The fact that they are by far and away now listed as the 2 most likely players to be traded by the markets, that's a very big alarm bell for me. I don't believe that is that's happening. Now listen, people move the markets, but oof. Now it would obviously have to be more
right
than just Kyle Kuzma.
Absolutely.
You've still got about 26 million you'd have to make up in addition to Kuzma. Kuzma is signed to the same length of contract, I believe, Zach LaVine is. So I don't know how they do it, honestly. I don't know how the Bucks would do it. There'd have to be there'd have to be a 3-way deal, or I believe Kuzma and Miles Turner works. It does. But, Miles Turner just signed a 4-year deal at $25 million a year, which isn't a terrible contract, by the way. And I just don't know if the Bucks would. I don't know how much sense that makes for the Bucks either, unless they're just trying to dump salary.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all for the Bucks. I mean, I don't know how, if you're keeping Giannis, you're trying to do everything you can, which I wouldn't blame him for keeping Giannis. It's one of the game's great players, of the greatest Milwaukee Buck of all time. But I don't know how they can make the team better without gutting some of the other important pieces that they do have to a team that's underachieving.
Maybe they're just, I'm under the assumption that if you combine this with what Mark said, so let's assume Mark's right for a second, that Giannis has played his last game as a Buck. All right.
Oh, then Giannis for LaVine?
I'd be all for that.
Yeah. Who says no?
Who says no? But I got to think from the Bucks. I'm trying to think this through from the Bucks' point of view, because look, Kyle Kuzma's whatever, dude. He's just a smaller deal. But with Miles Turner, I mean, you do get, for the Bucks, they're now getting off the rest of that contract. The Bucks are effectively sending out $47 million in salary, and whereas Kuzma and Levine both expire at the end of next year, Miles Turner still has 3 years left on his deal after this one. So really, for me, it's actually okay. So is Scott Perry looking towards, all right, we just basically Kuzma and Levine are tied, but now we got a two smaller pieces that we could break up easier in Miles Turner and Kuzma. Maybe he's thinking of flipping Kuzma next year is a little easier at 21 million, 22 million. And then if you're planning on moving Sabonis, are you moving? Is that your thought? Okay, well, Miles Turner will be our center for the next 3 years. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud, Jason. I do not know.
Yeah, I don't know either here. And I'm trying to figure out, looking at the pieces, how that could all be done or what Milwaukee could do. I mean, Milwaukee's really in a tough spot. Look, I guess I would rather be, well, I'll ask you this way. Would you rather be in Milwaukee's position now or Sacramento's?
Milwaukee.
You would?
100% because of Giannis. Because I'm going to get some. Let me put it this way. I think Giannis Antetokounmpo gets a better return for Milwaukee than if you traded every single player on the Sacramento Kings individually or combined. I
don't doubt that, but I wonder, like, in the climate like today, like 4 years ago, whatever it was, where Minnesota or Utah got basically every draft pick possible for trading Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. Trae Young, I know he's not the same as Giannis, went for two players.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if it's just a different – like, are people going to give up draft picks? They should. They should give up everything to get Giannis. But if you trade Giannis and you're Milwaukee, you basically are rebooting, and you're going to be down at the bottom with hopefully some young pieces and future assets. But aren't you kind of then going to be where hopefully the Kings are? I don't know. But you already had the piece that you're trying to find your next Giannis, and you had him.
Yeah. No, it's a very good point when you bring up Mitchell and Gobert. The one I always remember, as we talked about last week, is Mikal Bridges and the 5 first-rounders and then the pick swap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that Giannis would get 5 first-rounders today, and it's Giannis. And Giannis is clearly a far superior player to Mikal Bridges, who's a good player. But again, to your point in your question, I mean, I'll ask you. Here's the statement I'm throwing out there, and you push back on it if you believe you can. I am basically saying to you, I need you to trade every single player on the Kings. And if you have to give up, you have to attach a first-round pick to Zach LaVine, then that subtracts off of a first-round pick you get somewhere else. But I'm talking Keegan, Raynaud, Clifford, and all the way down to Sabonis, LaVine, Giroux, whatever. Back and forth, up and down. But in the end, whatever you have on your plate from the trading of the entire roster of the Sacramento Kings cumulatively, would you trade that for what you think the Bucks are going to get back for Giannis?
In a regular climate, no, because I think the Bucks would just totally win that. I don't know if we're just in a weird time of the trade cycle. I don't know, and the apron and all that stuff. I don't know what the real authentic market would be present day for. Let's even go back to a trade of the biggest star last year, Anthony Davis, and what was it, Max Christie and a first for Luka?
Yeah.
Like that. That didn't transform the future of the Dallas Mavericks.
No. Well,
and I mean, we can argue. We know the trade was a one of one that,
right?
But in what they actually got at the moment, you go, well, I mean, it's You go, now let's do perfect world. Anthony Davis stays healthy. Max Christie's a solid player. Yeah, it doesn't really look great, but if you had the best version of AD, you could maybe squint your eye and go, maybe, but I just don't know what they get for Giannis right now.
I don't either.
That's surprising, though, that Zach LaVine is the highest odds.
Yeah, that really.
Because wouldn't you be surprised if he's traded?
I would be surprised if he's traded because I think it's incredibly difficult to trade him. Like, we know they want to trade him.
Correct.
They desperately want to trade Zach LaVine. It would surprise me. And I've seen the workups, by the way, with these deals where it's, you have, what is it? You could do because I know the Warriors are trying to get Giannis,
right?
Like everybody is. So if Giannis and LaVine, that money works. So if you send LaVine to the Bucks, for example, and you send Giannis to the Warriors, then the Warriors, I'm sure, obviously Kuminga would be a part of that deal, but you need another 20 million out of the Warriors somehow. Like, there'd have to be more money there because Kuminga only.
But you can't
22.
trade Giannis for Zach LaVine.
No. You would have to. No, I'm not sure what their draft situation is, but obviously you'd have to have massive. You'd have to have massive picks involved.
Yeah.
But
hopefully the Kings wouldn't be involved in the ones giving the picks.
No,
because they're not getting Giannis in that situation.
No, you absolutely cannot. If that would be stinky. Yeah. You can't do that. All right, we'll take a break. Good football talk, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to work on one of the trades with these during the break.
Please do. We may get back to this football thing. Also, an interesting report came out about baseball before we get back to the Kings and Knicks part 2. Does it make the Dodgers look a little more innocent? Maybe, but also kind of not. We'll do that next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
There are many reasons to choose Gonzalez Law Offices as a dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record from 2016 through 2019, and you'll know that no case is too big or too small. Due to his success, hard work, and commitment to excellence, attorney Jonathan Gonzalez has been listed in Super Lawyers Rising Stars, as well as in the top 40 under 40 list by national trial lawyers. You can find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call him at 916-304-9187.
When value matters, Elk Grove Chevrolet delivers. Right now, purchase a 2026 Chevrolet Silverado for $4,500 off. The Silverado 1500 stands out with legendary towing power, a bold new design, and the dependability you expect from Chevy. Visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com for full details. Don't miss your chance to drive the new Chevrolet Silverado. Stop by Elk Grove Chevrolet today and experience quality that goes the distance.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on most beds with base. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at a Sleep Number store today.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin capted payroll, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Guys, low energy, low drive, or strength not what it used to be? For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Sacramento, start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation to get real answers. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. Call 916-619-3000 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply. Must medically qualify.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
The theme for Stingers Up. Anytime Sac State wins a ball game, this song will soon start playing, we hope. We'll see.
Not if the coach changes the stinger.
Hey.
Wow. Maybe now it won't get played at all. Good job, Chris. Before we get to the topic at hand, Jason, I know you've mentioned this in our show meeting the other day. You have been clamoring for a Davidson basketball update.
Yes. Thank you. You did listen to me.
I did. Hey, look, I got you. This is Steph Curry's alma mater.
Heard of it.
So Davidson has added an additional home game to their 25-26 schedule. As a matter of fact, as a quick makeup, February 9th, they will be playing Mid-Atlantic Christian University at home. Mid-Atlantic Christian University, the Mustangs, which I'm sure Jason knew.
Mm-hmm.
They were established in 1948. They're a private university. John Maurice, some people call him Maurice. He is the president. Jason, the academic staff is 9. The administrative staff is 6.
Mm-hmm.
There are 172 students at Mid-Atlantic Christian University set to play at Davidson, alma mater of Stephen Curry, this February 10th.
This seems like a cash grab.
I mean, isn't like...
So like 20% of their students are on the basketball team?
That's what I was saying. Like, honestly, it's like legitimately 15 to 20% of the entire student body. It doesn't say anything about being a boys-only school, so I'm assuming guys and girls.
Shut the screen.
Set the screen, man. Did they throw in a couple teachers? Woof. Well, anyways, way to go, David.
Well, and Steph is the GM there, so maybe he scheduled that. Wow.
Yeah. It's going to help their bid.
Yeah, it is.
There's a report that came out on, we've been talking about the Dodgers, the Mets, really the Dodgers, but also a little of the Mets and, teams, the haves and the have-nots when it comes to Major League Baseball spending money. And I thought this is actually a really good idea. Somebody put this together. And I don't know how accurate the numbers are. I'm assuming they are fairly accurate, but I just don't know how open the books are for baseball. But it shows that the team that spent the most of their revenue. So, for example, the Mets last year, $444 million in revenue. Payroll was $400 million. That's 90% payroll to revenue, or revenue to payroll, if you will. By the way, their payroll being $400 million, $328 was their regular, and then you add in 71 and some change for the luxury tax. So this is including tax figures. The Dodgers, their revenue, which was the most in the league, $752 million. Well, their payroll, along with the tax, $549 million. That's 73%. That's number 2 in the league. Number 3, Toronto. You may remember the Dodgers and Toronto faced off in the World Series last year, followed by Philly, Arizona, and the Padres. I'm sure you're wondering. Jason, your Yankees are 11th.
Okay.
$728 million in revenue, $362 in payroll. That's just 49.7% of revenues. Come on, Hal. Now, again, 49.7% of revenue for the Yankees, 90% for the Mets, 73% for the Dodgers. Now, that 90% figure, that's Steve Cohen, the Mets owner, being the richest man in baseball by a decent margin and saying, that leaves after tax, that leaves $44 million of revenue to pay for everything else. Stadium, CapEx, labor, concessions, everything, the purchase of the merchandise, everything. He is willfully losing money. The Yankees are, and let's just say this, there are only 9 teams above 50% payroll to revenue. The Orioles are 49.9 and the Yankees are 49.7, but still. Okay. The Giants, $448 million made, $213 million spent. That's 47.5%. Our Athletics, $257 million in payroll, or in revenue, sorry, which is the lowest in the league. $111 million in what they actually spent on players. That's 43.4. Jason, that's 19th. That's actually a lot higher than I would have thought. Dead last, the Miami Marlins, they made $317 million last year. They spent $86 million on payroll. That's 27. Yeah, that's a nice, good job, Jerry Reinsdorf. Your bottom 5 are Cleveland, the Cubs, the Pirates, the Rays, the White Sox, and the Miami Marlins.
The Cubs, that surprises a little bit.
I thought, well, the Cubs are 26th. Also, the Boston Red Sox are 23rd, just above them. So I think those are very interesting numbers when you take a look at them. I think, first off, I need to know if they're accurate. Secondly, we don't know what other expenses some of these owners have. I do want to be fair to the owners, but I do want to be fair to the overall narrative, which is, okay, well, if this team has far more expenses, whatever it may be. But Jason, maybe this upcoming strike next year, maybe that salary floor can be, maybe you need to open the books up on baseball teams. This happens around the world where everybody can look at their books and see exactly, okay, what was your revenue all in and what were your expenses all in? Well, maybe that salary floor isn't a number. Maybe that, or isn't a direct number. Maybe that salary floor is 50% of your revenue or more needs to go to payroll.
And that would cover kind of the wealthy teams that do well and even the ones that don't have as, if those are the benchmarks, the criteria that they have to do, that's not a bad way to start.
I don't think so either. I think that might be a way to find the salary floor and make it translate to everybody. But then also you can argue, well, we're going to put a cap.
Okay.
They have to get a cap. They have to get rid of deferred money. And they have to have a salary floor. I think those are the 3 pillars that the owners are going to ask for mostly. But you could also argue, hey, look, 9 teams in Major League Baseball spent 50% or more of their revenues on payroll. We're trying to up that to make it every single team spends at least 50%.
Yeah, I wonder if, and I don't know the overall numbers, if you raise the floor for the teams that weren't there at 50% compared to whatever you said the Mets were at 90-something percent, with a cap, would that be an overall better number for Major League Baseball play? Would that involve more money collectively, or if you just have the top paying so much, it actually would be less money? I don't know what the number difference would be.
The top of my head is that it would be a less overall payout. It would be a less overall payout. But also, I think you directly tie the floor and perhaps the cap to baseball-related income, just like the NBA does.
Yeah.
But I would say this. I mean, this is probably the best way I can put it. It might be less of a number overall, but the average. How do I say this? The average salary of the bottom half of the league is going to skyrocket.
Right.
You're going to have, I don't want to say far more millionaires because they're all millionaires, but you're going to have far more of your semi-haves and have-nots, your guys struggling to stay on. Those guys are really going to benefit. Those guys might double or triple their salary.
Yeah, you've lifted the floor. You're covering more of the majority of the players. What you're going to hurt are the superstars or even the guys that aren't as good but are getting like just this gross contract that you're going, wow, how did that guy work that deal?
Mm-hmm.
But you're covering more players.
That's exactly right. We'll take a break. We'll switch second half of the program. So our angry texters, one guy like, it's not even first. Who cares? Why are we talking about baseball? Because we are. Because we have 4 hours to fill, guy. When we come back, we'll fill it with the Sacramento Kings taking on the Knicks. This is part 2. This time I heard it was for real.
It is.
Sacramento goes for the season sweep. We'll get to that right after this.
Tonight, Kings and Knicks.
Tip off at 4:30. Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's happening for the Start Something New sales event?
If you're struggling to find the heavy-duty Ram you need, you'll find it at Hoblet. Plus, right now you can save up to $12,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500s, starting as low as $46,995.
Well, what makes Hoblet the best place to get a new Ram truck?
It's simple. We are truck people and have the truck you want at the best prices. We have over 400 new Rams available, one of the best selections of new Rams in all of California. Unlike the other guys that only have a handful of heavy-duty Rams, we have hundreds. If you need a heavy-duty Ram, Hoblet has it.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$12,500 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $3,500 factory rebates and $9,000 Hoblet discounts. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash on select inventory, $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. 5 of this net savings, $46,995 for 2026 Ram 2500 tradesman. VIN number 190143. See dealer for details.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Second half of the program. Don't forget Matt and Kayla coming up in Crosstalk.
Me.
About an hour.
Maddie.
Hello, Maddie. That's even your real name.
Yeah. Prove it.
And yeah, prove it, pal. Yeah, that's coming up. And then, of course, Whitey and Allen for a very limited time only before we get to Kings and Knicks, the sequel. The Kings face Mike Brown again, this time in the Big Apple. So, Jason, you have some questions here. I do. This first one, interesting question. When was the last time someone left the Kings in a worse situation?
Yeah, that went to a situation that would be deemed worse. Like Mike Brown is no longer on the Kings, but I mean, he has a different set of pressure, I would say, because, you know, they had Tibbs, who was highly successful and got them to where they are. And Mike Brown's there to do the final piece. He's the, like you always say, the Doug Collins, he's the Phil Jackson in this case. Like, look, they've already established that they're a winner. They're one of the best teams in the league, one of the best teams in the East. But it can't be, hey, cute, you got us to the playoffs, round 2, and we're happy. No, Mike Brown needs to push it over the top and get that team to the finals and win a championship. So that's a better situation. In some sense, you could argue it's worse, but I would say it's still a better situation. But how many people have left here and you go, man, it really didn't get better for them after they left Sacramento?
Yeah. How about Mike Malone?
Yeah, it got better after he left here, didn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, Halliburton, Fox. And, of course, this is all more recent times, right? Yes. I think, you know, if you take anybody from the peak Kings back, you know, I think Weber after he left here was never the same. Doug, you know, still playing, you know, the Clippers or like it just kind of didn't. Mike Bibby, I didn't. Bibby, no, not the same, I don't think.
Jason Williams?
No, his was
won a ring.
He won a ring.
That's right. Yeah, the problem is, I mean,
and that's we're going back to the peak of the Kings, but like, DeMarcus was better. Now we can't talk. The injuries changed his career. I'm just trying to think of someone you go, man, kind of the peak of their career in the last 10 years was Sacramento.
Man, you can't even say like Isaiah Thomas.
No.
Even Nimi Keita, speaking of the Celtics.
Even Scout Labissiere, who just signed a 10-day contract.
All right. I got one.
Okay.
Now, it's a stretch a little bit, but I do believe, and I'm sure the stat is out there. I think I'd seen
Wilcox.
I think I had seen this somewhere, but I don't have it in front of me right away. I think he has the worst winning percentage of anybody that's ever been in the NBA. But Marvin Bagley went from here. He was on the historically bad Detroit Pistons team.
Yeah.
He had Memphis when they weren't very good. He's now with the Wizards, and they've been bad. I mean, he's still got his career going. He's still playing, but I don't know. He was probably peak here when he was starting for what were they, like a 30-something win team?
Yeah. I would say that since the dunk on Mo Wagner in Summer League, the career arc of Marvin Bagley has been amazing.
Yes.
Like, that was the peak. You had all the things he did in high school. Then he was basically a 17-year-old senior at Duke, broke a bunch of records at Duke University, by the way, which has been, had a couple players there. Then you get drafted number 2. And then in like the first couple minutes of your professional career, you absolutely posterize this dude in front of your home fans. Like, and we've talked about this before, but it is just hilarious. Like, if you went into a coma at that exact, like,
I'm back.
Right? Like, Bagley dunks on Mo Wagner, and you're like, oh my God, this is, and you like keel over, and then you're in a coma, and then you wake up right now. Your first question is obviously can get some mouthwash, but secondly, it's so how many titles have the Kings won? How many All-Star games has Marvin Bagley made? Is he
All-Star
already
MVP? You mean
right?
Yeah. We have 2 entries, I think, from the text line that are pretty good here. It got worse for Tyreek Evans. I think so.
Okay.
I think that's one. And then someone suggesting Jordy. Now, he got a head coaching spot.
Yeah.
But would he be better off if he had stayed with Mike Brown and maybe Mike Brown brings him to New York? I don't know. And then he gets a job from there. But look, he's still a head coach. But yeah, he's in a really tough spot in Brooklyn. But those are interesting candidates.
Yeah. I mean, people are talking on the text line. You're like, Davion Mitchell starting and living in Miami.
Oh, yeah. Right? No, maybe his time in Toronto, maybe. But now, no, he's better off now.
I think
is Sasha better off now?
Yeah, he's over in Europe eating olives or whatever he does.
Oh, okay.
Didn't he go to Greece?
Sure.
Yeah, wherever on some beach. Sasha's living his best life. I think that's the overall truth that we're dancing around, because somewhere, San Antonio Dave and Big Country Ross are doing sports mornings in San Antonio, and they're doing, hey, it's time for the top of the hour. Question for you: Has anybody ever left the Spurs and gone to a better situation? I don't think it's ever happened.
Hey, BCR here. Let me tell you.
Right. The sad truth that we all know is, well, hardly at all, because Sacramento has basically been an outpost of irrelevance and failure for about 41 years, with 5, 6, I mean, depending on what you count it as, 6 to 7 years of relevance, and I'm talking like any sort of relevance. Like, were they? I'm counting that they were relevant the Beam Team year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But they also got tossed in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have been relevant, Jason, as far as somebody you spoke about and title in the same sentence, even if they were a fringe contender. I think they've argued. Would you disagree with me? They've been relevant twice in 41 years, and that would have been 02 and then 03.
Oh, relevant like that? Yeah, maybe a little longer in that stretch, that maybe even 04. But because I mean, when you're one of the best teams, you're still top of mind. You're still like, the Beam Team was like, wow, this is really fast. They're darlings, but it came in and came out, and like, okay, they're gone. But I think in that 8-year window, that I'd give them about 3, almost 4 years of pretty good relevance across the league. But that's, to your point, that's a blip in 41 years. That's not a lot. That's one real time in there. Someone also mentioned Rashawn Holmes. I think that's a good one.
God, where'd he go? Dallas?
Yeah, he's bounced around.
Well, then if we go with that, that means this is God. I wish I hadn't just done this. I wish I hadn't pulled my calculator out. I don't know why it just hits harder. That means that Jason and I have followed a team since I was single digits that has been effectively irrelevant 97.5% of the time. They've been in Sacramento.
But 100% relevant in your heart.
I guess the best way to look at it, is, you know what, though? All that tells me is 2.5% of the time they've been title contenders.
And if you were told that before they got here, you would have taken it.
Would have taken it.
Yeah.
God, of all the gin joints I could have walked into, of all the cities I could have been born and raised in.
Think about it, though, Dave. Would any other thing have gotten you on a ladder, gotten you on an RV, gotten you crying?
God. I would just, when I look at the stuff like Boston has celebrated a title 21 times in one of the 4 major sports, 21 out of the last 26 years, 21 times or whatever the number is, 24 times. And I think about like the difference between Boston, Chowderhead Mason, and then Sacramento Mason, my son. And it's like, this kid has seen, how many parades has this 16-year-old kid seen? How many world champion shirts that have Boston on it does he have in his collection? How many memories of like confetti and jumping up and down with his dad or mom or both or brothers or friends? How many watch parties? Like all these things that this kid has been through. And then like my kid got thundersticks once.
We would at this point take a title.
Yeah, but at least your daughter is going to get a World Series this year.
Because she's no, that's not allowed, dude. Like,
that's not allowed.
Not allowed,
Daddy. We're playing at the Dodger game this week.
Daddy, I want to see World Series champion, Daddy.
Yeah, that's fine. Have fun playing it. She knows this. She knows that it was. I'm not joking when I say, and the next we won't, but we could literally call her right now, and she would attest to this. When the whole USC thing became official, right before we clicked yes, we're at the table with her mother, and I was like, look, here's the one thing: you can't be a fan of any. You can be a fan of USC, you go there. That's the one exception. You cannot be a Dodger fan. You cannot be a Laker fan. You can't be a Rams fan. Nobody cares about the Chargers. Like, you can't do it.
Daddy, but my library friend is a Laker and Dodger fan, Daddy.
We're going to the game and reading books.
Ain't happening, dude.
Oh, really?
That'll get cut right off.
How so? In
The
which
tuition.
part?
Yes. Right where the wasp is.
Oh, boy.
Hello.
Stinger's off.
So, yeah,
Daddy, I got a Lakers scholarship, Daddy. I don't need your money anymore.
Yeah. Hey, look, if she gets it, if she's self-sufficient, she can do whatever she wants. She'll break my heart. But
Then you'll become a Laker fan.
Well, because Dave loves LA.
No, he does not love LA.
Dave loves LA. Dave loves it.
You don't love it. I will say there was one, I thought, bright spot to them getting smooshed by the Pistons. And they closed out with Maxime Raynaud, Dylan Cardwell, Keon Ellis, Nique Clifford, and Devin Carter. And I got to be honest, Jason, that sounds like literally the exact line of all the players currently available. I think that's the exact lineup I would have if Doug Christie had texted me and been like, "Hey man, game's out of hand. We got like the fourth quarter. Give me the guys you want out there."
He's texting on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is smelling the salt. Then doop boop beep boop pop. Text me.
Yeah.
I would have picked those 5 players.
Yeah, a lot of people go, Kings need to play the young guys. I'm thinking, well, what's the group? They play Raynaud, they play Cardwell, they play Nique. But yeah, I guess the other part would be including Keon Ellis, especially if he stays as a King, and then Carter. So they played that group. The game was out of hand, but I just wonder if we're going to get to more of that. It's still a team filled with more veterans, and I don't know how it's going to look if they, like, back to the question we had earlier, Dave, if like they don't make trades, I'd be disappointed, because now how are you going to handle the veterans? You know, we've seen a Sabonis with a kind of a load management game. We've seen Zach LaVine with an injured back here the last game, and hopefully everything's okay. I know Malik's on the is questionable tonight. But if you don't sit the veterans, I don't know how easy it is to open up these minutes for the young guys.
I think let's just assume there aren't any trades. I think we will see, and by the way, I think we have already seen. Oh my! Hamstring.
It's tight. It's tight. It's not hurt. It's just tight. Okay.
It's really tight. Well, as a precautionary measure, the Sacramento Kings have decided that Bleh is going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. And then, 5 weeks later, in the middle of rehabbing his, what was it, Jen? Oh, hurt hamstring.
It's tight.
A tight hamstring. This player has fractured his pinky toe and is out for the rest of this. It's going to be one of those. I mean, and they should just come back and be like, look, we're paying all these people more money than any of you will make in your entire lives in 1 month to sit courtside and eat popcorn, which you guys pay 50% of your salaries to do. We're literally paying these guys more than you will make in your life to sit here and watch basketball and then fly first class and private planes and stay in 5-star hotels. And we're paying them to actually not do anything other than that. So we can develop the youth. Like, who's upset about that?
I don't think anyone is, but let's say that's not all the veterans. So let's say, I don't know, Russ isn't injured, or DeRozan's still here, and not like those guys also, probably want to continue to add to their historical ladder. But are they, here's where I don't know if I'm a veteran player. You're getting paid and all that. And if they end up staying on the team, would you rather be in that mode where you're like, you know what? Yeah, you can shut me down. Or, hey, we're not going to shut you down, but we're going to play you about 16 to 20 minutes. That's where now you're playing with like career averages and those kind of things. I don't know. I'm asking like almost as a rhetorical, like I don't know what a veteran would say, like what they would prefer.
You're dead on, dude. You're messing with now because if you play 1 minute in a game, that's the same as if you play 48.
Yes.
You are messing with yearly averages, career averages. Zach LaVine's got, and by the way, that absolutely may factor into Zach opting out, because think about this too. You're his agent, you're Zach, and you're thinking, okay, well, my averages are down across the board in part because my minutes are down across the board. And the team just informed me that they're really, really going to youth.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen a lot more next year. And then I got to go in and people are going to say, well, you have kind of had a down 2 years. Well,
yeah. And he's a perfect example. Like right now, present to the moment, Dave, Zach LaVine's averaging 19.5. And we all know that 20 looks different. I don't know why. But if Zach LaVine plays the rest of the year as a King and plays his regular minutes, there's no reason to think he can't elevate that to 20.6 points per game. Now, if he starts playing 16 to 21 minutes a game, that could dip to about 18.8 or 17.9. And you're going, man, he didn't really have that good of a year for a bad Kings team. Like, why would well, unless you're watching and knowing all the details of it, that is a big difference.
It's a huge difference. And look, GMs are smart. They know better than us. They see film. They talk to coaches. They talk to other GMs. But the bottom line is this. The last time Zach LaVine averaged less than 19.5 points was 2017, 2018, which is coincidentally that was the last time he averaged less than the 32 minutes he's getting right now. He played 27 minutes a game. That was almost 10 years ago.
Right. Well, and even if you are a fan or you follow the league closely, and let's say today the Kings made a trade for 2 new players coming here, the first thing you and I and everyone else is going to do, what are their numbers this year? And so all we could do is just as a blank, they added this player from the Orlando Magic, and they're averaging wow, 13.5, they're shooting this. Okay. Well, we don't know the details of what that 13.5 looks like. Is that a disappointment? Is that a good year? Are they underachieving? Is this their best shooting year? I mean, you can look at the numbers, but unless you're watching a guy every day, it's a little different.
It's kind of why it does bother me, because somebody asked on the text line, I said, is Keon gone and he'll sign somewhere else in free agency, won't he? And it's certainly, I don't see any way that doesn't happen unless he gets traded. I don't see, the way this year has gone on, any reason why Keon Ellis is playing for this team next year. And I'm happy to be corrected by about this by Kings officials, Scott Perry, Doug, whomever, at some point. Unless there's something I'm missing, Keon Ellis, and I'm not one of those guys, Jason, I don't want to get on the whole Keon Ellis the savior. I know what Keon is, and I know what Keon isn't, okay? And I'm not trying to say Keon's a all-star level guy that's the difference. What I'm saying is, when you're the Sacramento Kings, and you suck this bad, and they suck terribly, you're gathering assets. You have a certain prototype that you want to look for, and Keon Ellis, just as Keegan Murray's kind of a front court wing 3-and-D guy, Keon Ellis is a backcourt 3-and-D guy.
Right.
He's not going to get you 30 points. He's not going to get you 10 assists. He's going to play plus defense. He's going to be a disruptor. He's just one of those glue, scrappy guys. And you know it, and I know it with 99% conviction that Keon Ellis, we're going to be hearing from him in the next year, 2, 3 on some perennial playoff team, and Mike Breen and is going to be talking to whoever about, and guys like Keon, they're just the glue that makes the thing do the deal, and blah, 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 blah. And what sucks is that I also am aware of some of Keon's deficiencies this year. And I very much feel like Keon is the right part for this team. He just doesn't have the other complementary parts to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
You can have I don't know. I don't have some. If Keon Ellis was, it's like having a filet mignon, but you don't have a barbecue or a pan or any source of heat whatsoever. Like, you have this really good thing here in your hand in the steak, but you have no way to prepare it in any way. Give me a pan, give me a barbecue, give me something to cook with. I'm going to cook and I'm going to enjoy it. And here we have Keon Ellis. He's not surrounded by it. I just don't know why that's the guy you move.
Well, and I think to me, my example of what Keon is to me, the feel, and for people that watch the league a little bit, when you see OKC and you look, and obviously people that pop off the page are going to be SGA and what Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams and some of their other best players can do. But then you kind of look at the entirety of the roster and you go, man, that guy's really good. That guy's really good. Yeah, as part of that ensemble. And I think if Keon was on that team, we go, what an incredible player Keon Ellis is for them. What a fit. And then he's here, and he still can be that, but it looks different on the team that he's on now with the Sacramento Kings compared to like an elite playoff team.
That's the thing. Davion Mitchell isn't an all-star in Miami, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
But there are times where I really wish I would, no disrespect to Russ Westbrook, who's probably been the most fun thing about this team, and certainly no disrespect to Dennis Schroeder or whatever. But like I'd rather have Davion Mitchell starting than either of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you told me that the Kings had Davion Mitchell and Keegan Murray and Keon Ellis and Max Raynaud, Dylan Cardwell, I'd be like, okay, that ain't getting you anywhere on its own, but I kind of like the pieces we have here. We've got good two-way, really 3 in Davion, Keon, and Keegan, changeable two-way guys, switchable. And then you got Raynaud and Cardwell, Raynaud, you know what I'm saying? Like, that to me, when it comes to the future, I'd rather have Davion Mitchell than either Russ or Dennis.
Yeah.
And I'm just worried that, without overstating how good Davion is or how good Keon is, it's just, Keon's going to be that guy. I guarantee you, we're going to go, man, miss having that guy.
Yeah, back to the better situation. It seems like a lot of people move out of here and get in a better situation. And we've said it. Scott Perry's told us this, and others have said it about what the Kings are trying to do is get younger. And Ellis is 26. He's not that old, but we're talking about the Russes, the Schroeders, DeMar, Sabonis, Levine. Like this, I think they're third or fourth oldest team in the league, and so the other two that are, or three that are up there are playoff type teams, and the Kings are not. So if you're not going to be very good, you'd rather be young and be building towards something. And right now, that's not what the Kings are doing.
No, they aren't, and it's quite sad.
Yes.
But you know what? They're going through the hard part right now, Jason. Just like they will, unfortunately, they'll be going through the hard part next year probably too. As a season ticket holder, I just saw these. Sorry, they texted this a while ago. Sorry. As a season ticket holder, I speak for many of us. We are very excited to see Sabonis back on the court. Bring it on, Sabonis. So much disrespect to Sabonis, who's been a gentleman, professional team player, and leader. It's disgusting how disrespectful people are towards him. Let him play. And then today, that was on the 16th. And today, you won't miss Sabonis. The game feels different when he's playing. You're being a Sabonis fan. Good for you. I love Domantas Sabonis. I would say that Domantas Sabonis has definitely there have been moments behind the scenes for Domantas Sabonis that have been some documented and some not documented. I'm a Domantas Sabonis fan. Let's not act like he and his camp have been angelic the entire time he's been here behind the scenes. He's had some comments. He's had some things he's unhappy with. Also, he's not part of the future of this team.
Yeah, the way I look at Sabonis and Levine, and really DeRozan to some extent, you can throw in Monk. I think these are three or four of their best players. Like, there's no mystery; they're their best players.
Yeah.
But Dave, I think what we're all saying, and I think Scott Perry has said, like, they need to change the team. The team has to be different. It could still be with Sabonis, but I think if you're trying to change the team, the most dramatic moves would be those guys. Like, if you moved out Levine, one, it's a significant salary, a talented player that you're likely getting the most in return. Same with Sabonis. Now, if you moved this trade deadline, you did a trade that on its own was Keon Ellis and a trade that, let's say, was DeMar DeRozan. Just two moves, probably changing the team incrementally. But I think, then there's still some big overhauls that have to be done at some point. I think if you did a Sabonis move or a Levine move, you are now really changing financially the team, but also what's coming back. And I think that, to me, is what is the excitement about that. I'm not necessarily like these guys have to go, but I think when you're trying to change a team, those are your biggest change agents, let's say.
We'll take a break. When we come back, as the show moves on, barrels on towards 9 a.m., we got Fort Ann territory, Mike McCarthy, Rams, Broncos. Who's got a better chance to get back? We got more questions about the Super Bowl. We're going to catch up on a little football before we get to what's hot, what's not, and three in the key for tonight's Kings Knicks. We're back right after this.
The 10th Annual Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame celebration is Thursday, February 5th at the Golden One Center, inducting the class of 2026, plus honoring all of our past inductees. See Sacramento's 50 greatest athletes of all time.
This is Bill Cartwright.
This is Jerry Royster.
This is Tony the Tiger Lopez.
This is Dusty Baker, proud member of the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame. Join us Thursday, February the 5th at the Golden One Center for Sacramento's best sports night of the year.
Get your tickets now at SacSportsHOF.com.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
Well, what other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
If you're serious about your golf game, then you need to know about Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Whether it's the TrackMan-powered player performance studio for your best fit clubs, or the cutting-edge technology putter fitting studio, or the free Ballnamic ball fitter and 3D foot scanner, the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop offers you total game fitting from head to toe with equipment and apparel. Find your advantage at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop with the latest offering of new golf products in Northern California. Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Sacramento, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation, so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
Join Sactown Sports Downtown before every Kings game and pick up an In Shape Fitness Kings Rally Towel while supplies last. If you walk, lift, stretch, or sweat, you belong. Start the year strong and join today at InShape.com.
You remember me from a show called And Joe? I'm back on the radio, Sacramento. It's Joe Mommy, and when you need your new country fix, join me weekdays from 6A to 10 for the Pat and Cody with Joe show on New Country 105.1 KNCI or on the free KNCI app.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave here for Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room, inviting you to come join them every Wednesday for their midweek madness drawing, giving away $2,000 in total cash starting at 6 p.m. It's a safe and friendly environment, plenty of well-lit parking available, and it's conveniently located right there in downtown Sacramento. And remember, best food, best service, best games, 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140
on Sactown Sports.
All right, back here on the show, Carmichael Dave, they are doing a little bit of shifting around in the offices that he's working out of today, so he might miss portions of this segment, if not all of it. We shall see. So we welcome you back into the show, but Dave will be back with us here in a moment. Still to come, What's Hot, What's Not, 3 in the Key for Kings and Knicks tonight. And then we got our final hour, busy hour with Crosstalk, celebrity birthdays, what's on deck, and we'll take a closer look at around the NBA and certainly more on the Kings and the Knicks matchup for tonight. All right, so let's do it, Chris. First down here.
Mike McCarthy has now coached Green Bay, Dallas, and Pittsburgh. Come up with 3 more iconic teams that he can coach.
I mean, that's about as good as it gets. I guess you'd have to go, like if we're thinking about longevity, he's already got the Packers, but maybe the Bears. Winning like the Cowboys and or Steelers, the 49ers. I wouldn't have put the Patriots as a team like that, but maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I mean he's hit kind of the pillars of football. Miami's been around a long time. Maybe they haven't been as successful. That's a pretty amazing accomplishment to have coached the Packers, the Cowboys, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers. Will he get the same kind of run that the last 3 Steelers coaches have had? If you're Mike McCarthy, you hope so.
I don't think so, Tim.
Yeah, don't think so? Who's Tim?
The Toolman Taylor.
Oh, okay. Were you behind the fence when you said it?
No, I was obviously being Al Borland.
Obviously.
Yeah. That's the most I've ever talked about. Home Improvement.
Did you watch that show?
Yeah.
Liked it?
I think it's one of those shows that was just on.
That was popular.
It was like Full House.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like Full House, but I watched every episode.
Yeah.
Kids, we didn't have Netflix back then.
Second down.
Rams or Broncos? Who has a better chance to get back to the championship game?
Well, there's a big question with the Rams about Matthew Stafford, whether or not he will continue to play. He obviously has the ability, had a great year, could be the MVP. I think might be the MVP of the league this year. Had a good championship game as well. I believe in Denver. I think that's a really good roster, great defense. Bo Nix is a good quarterback that continues to develop. Sean Payton, I know, has taken a lot of criticism for not getting the points in the first half and things like that. Too cute. He's being too cute. I mean, he's a successful coach. He's done a nice job. Easy to criticize, and that's fine. He's going to have to wear that. That's going to be on him. But I think of the two teams, the NFC West obviously is a great division, or was this year, with Seattle and the Niners and the Rams included. And the NFC may be a little bit more open, I think, than the very difficult AFC with all the great quarterbacks. So it's a little bit of a contrast in what I'm saying there. But I just think Denver's a little bit more complete all the way through. Special teams, defense, offense, quarterback play. And as they develop, I think Bo Nix is going to become one of those guys that keeps elevating in the quarterback list. So I would pick Denver as the team I have more faith in. All right, third down.
If the Rams had won on Sunday, how would Tyreek Woolen have been remembered in Seattle?
Yes, if you remember that play. That, by the way, did you think that taunting call was weak? Or, yeah. I mean, we see that happen all the time. And I watched that replay multiple times, and there's a Ram coach or an assistant or someone on the staff that is walking right up the sideline as the referee, who sees Woolen, taunting the Rams sideline, elects not to throw the marker. I feel like that Rams support staff, coach, whoever it was, I don't know who it was saying, that's taunting. I felt like he was baiting the ref into saying it. Now, Woolen's still talking. I mean, he's guilty of the infraction, but that just felt like a weak penalty. And that was dumb. I mean, dumb on Woolen's part. And then the fact that they get the penalty, and the very next play, they throw deep to Nakua that catches a touchdown on him to go into the end zone for the score. That was a fourth down. They were going to get off the field, and Seattle's closing in. It spurred into a Seattle sideline spat that they had as well. I think we have Dave back with us. Hi.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. We were on third down, and I was asking about the play.
Ooh, nice wooden room.
Thank you.
With Woolen of Seattle that got the taunting, kept that series alive. The very next play gets thrown on for a touchdown. Just what he would be thought of in Seattle right now had the Rams ended up winning that game.
I don't want to say Bill Buckner because that's a whole different situation, but could I say, I would say Buckner adjacent.
Okay.
Like, he would be a GOAT and not
sure.
not the type you want to be. Like, he would be, his life would be miserable right now. And honestly, I don't know that he'd be able to continue in Seattle. It's that bad. Like, it would be that bad. He should thank everyone involved on that. Everyone involved for not having to deal with that. Also, by the way, because I was watching on my phone while you were doing the questions, and I did have a question about your answer number one, which, by the way, I fully agree. But is it time to say that? Oh, okay, I'm going to do the statement thing. You push back. Are the New England Patriots the most prestigious job in the NFL?
Well, that's why I didn't want to say that before, but I'm like,
you mentioned them.
Yeah, but I think they have to be now. I don't know if they're the most, but they are going in that iconic, Pittsburgh and Dallas and the Niners were kind of always, and even to one extent the Raiders at some point, but that's fizzled out. But it's like, look, the Patriots' success, how are they not up there?
That's what I'm saying. I think, look, I understand, and I'm not immune to the tentpole teams, the Dallas Cowboys, the Chicago Bears, the New York Giants, the Packers. You could add then I don't know if it's a second tier, but I think the Niners and Raiders, and that's kind of your second tier, but still super prestigious. I just don't know that, like we talked about yesterday, the Dallas Cowboys are in the most football crazed state in the country when it comes to high school and everything else. Everything's football in Texas. And yeah, Dallas is Dallas, but dude, they haven't been to an NFC championship game since 1995. Since then, the Patriots have won, 6 Super Bowls and counting? I feel like that's a generational thing. I know what people say when they say the prestige of those jobs, but man, it's tough to go against the Patriots in that situation.
Yeah.
Anyways, is that a fourth down?
Now we're to fourth down.
Okay, fourth down.
Are you good with the Super Bowl being in 2 weeks?
Yes and no, and I'll explain. I'm not trying to be cagey here. Like, I get it. Yes, I'd rather have the teams rest up. Look, if somebody's got a season ending or a major injury, 2 weeks isn't going to help. But I'd rather have. It's kind of a similar thing why I like it when the games are in domes or good. I wouldn't want the Super Bowl to have happened in Denver last weekend and have snow affect the game. I mean, I know the old school, the snow's part of the game. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't want a 10-7 Super Bowl decided by 90-mile-an-hour winds. Sorry, I don't want to go through 17 games plus playoffs so that the weather ends up affecting the game. Same thing. I don't want Sam Darnold's oblique. I don't know how bad that is, but I don't want that affecting the champion. I want both sides to be as healthy as they're going to be. So I totally understand why they take the week off. I wouldn't change it. However, dude, by next Friday, probably by next Monday, hell, by this Friday, we're all going to be like, dude, it's going to be like having a sports baby. Like, I've never had a baby before, but my wife has twice. And I know that around 8 months, it goes from like, oh, you're glowing to, ooh, we're so excited. 8 months on, she's like, I want this thing out of me now. Give me more Del Taco. Like, that was my wife for Avery and Mason. So it's going to be the ultimate sports baby. By the time we are doing the shows next week, we just want to have the baby, man. Just give us a damn game.
Del Taco, sleeper choice. Yeah, I think you're right. The one thing that'll help us on the kind of waiting for the game will be, I hope, is either a ton of NBA activity or lack thereof, but we have the trade deadline next week. So hopefully there's some conversations that lead us into all of that and then the reaction to the trades. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's Friday. The next, this is our last day before the Super Bowl. So I think we're going to be good. 2 weeks gives it the hype that the league wants and all the stuff that they pursue and gets all the media to the cities and all that glamour stuff that's going to go on in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm good with it. That's fine. But then we're going to miss football.
I know. And then it's going to be 104 degrees, and you'll be like, it's so fun. I love it. I love it. I have often
Me
joked,
too.
Set the screen. I love how today's theme is aliens.
Yeah.
I have often joked with my children that they are like 14% Del Taco mild sauce. I still remember this day. 2 big fat chicken soft tacos, a spicy chicken jack quesadilla, a large cherry Coke, and 2 handfuls of mild sauce from Del Taco. That was the go-to order for my wife.
You didn't get the fries? She didn't get the fries? Those crinkle fries are pretty good.
We'll recognize this. She got the crinkle fries, but I ordered them for myself because she didn't want to seem fat. So she wouldn't order them, but I knew she wanted them. So I ordered them with my food, and I just took the bullet, and I was like, I'm fat. And then it was like, I want some of your fries, please.
Set the screen.
Set the future screen, little baby Mason. We'll take a break. When we come back, and by the way, this is a very quick break, 1 minute. So if you got to go potty, squinch it off, would you? Because 1 minute. All right. When we come back, what's hot, what's not. We'll get to 3 of the key for Kings Knicks, but not before this word from our dear friends at Gonzalez Law, Jason Ross, right after this.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
That's right. I am here to tell you about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, a lawyer in downtown Sacramento. His offices are there, and he has served many people in our area and can help you as well if you need representation. His case preparation and overall approach, it's resulted in life-changing, impactful results for thousands of clients, and you could be one of them as well. Again, no case is too big or too small. He is here to help you out. He had undefeated record of results in the as a trial lawyer in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. You get the point. He has been very, very good and effective and impactful at his job, whether you need criminal defense, whether you need something with regarding an auto accident you've been involved in, wrongful termination case, a sexual harassment case. He is here to help. Also, maybe you have something that happened a long time ago. It's in your past that's keeping you from doing a few things that you'd like removed from your record. He can help you with that. He is specialized in that. It's called an expungement. Get that thing out of there. Get yourself back on track and feeling good with your life. Someone that's here, that's local, that wants to help. It's Gonzalez Law. His name is Jonathan Gonzalez, and you can contact him at saclegaldefense.com or 916-304-9187. That's 916-304-9187.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Brian's headed to the basketball court, but he's sick of this check engine light. So he goes to AutoZone for the free Fix Finder service,
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
where a friendly AutoZoner reads the light in just a few minutes and gives him a detailed report
No big, just a loose gas cap.
and gets him to the court with a tight gas cap and tighter defense. The free Fix Finder service at AutoZone. No hassles, just help. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction, lose thousands. Not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt. And right now, get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Hot remix.
Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam.
Oh, would you like to know why?
Yeah,
I would love to.
In yesterday's game against the Atlanta Hawks, he scored 26 points. He has scored 20 points or more in 12 straight road games. That is the second longest streak in franchise history, next to
Reggie Miller.
next to that's probably the guess. Reggie Miller.
Billy Knight,
Oh,
who did it in 15 straight road games in the 76-77 season.
Also, his brother Michael went on to be an 80s star in the show Knight Rider.
also his other brother went on to have great success out in the West with a shoe company.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah. And his other brother, much older brother, a very good comedy actor was in a golf movie.
Phil, Ted.
Yes.
Did you know that it wasn't their brother, but they had a cousin who actually was a hit song in the 70s. I believe it was Of White Satin.
Oh, wow. I was thinking, musically, they're very inclined. The family, one of their sisters was had a very successful group, and I believe they also had some Pips.
Oh, that's right, the Pips.
I pay my taxes.
Didn't Bob Seger once go out with one of the other sisters as well? Moves, I think.
Her name was Moves.
Yes, Moves Night. Night Moves. Oh, no, you know what happened is his sister married Jonathan Moves, and she kept her maiden name. So her name was actually Priscilla Night Moves.
Yes.
Then Bob Seger wrote a song about her. Yeah. It's a good song. Three in the key, please.
Oh, wow. You don't even want to know who's not. Okay.
I do.
Oh, whoa. Hold on. I thought we did.
We did not. Well, who's not?
Who's not?
Dave? Since I just said it.
Not?
I just said it. Why don't you tell us?
You said who was not hot?
Yeah, because we went to Three in the Key, right?
No, I thought you did. I thought it was
okay.
Yeah,
that was mean by me. The Indiana Pacers. That's because
why are they not hot?
They lost last night to the Hawks in Siakam's 26-point game. And during his 12-game, 20-point streak on the road, Pacers are 2-10.
Is Pascal Siakam selfish?
Maybe he should have came to the Kings.
I was going to say, actually, is Pascal Siakam going to go down? Like we've talked about before, how low-key Billy Owens is the most influential player in Kings history in a certain way, because he led to Mitch Richmond, who led to Chris Webber. Is Pascal Siakam years from now going to go down as, like, when people talk about the fall of the Beam team, is Pascal Siakam like one of the biggest reasons? Had the Kings signed him, would we be having a different conversation right now?
Yes, we would be had the Kings signed him for sure.
Yeah. I think we would be.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, before we get to Three in the Key, I think we mentioned this. We were talking about the coaching changes in the NFL with Mike McCarthy. Dave, you see that the Bills did get Joe Brady to be their new coach, 5-year deal. So that's now leaving the Browns, the Cardinals, and the Raiders as the openings left. So McCarthy signed with the Steelers, Minter, the Ravens, Harbaugh, the Giants, Stefanski, the Falcons, Hafley with the Dolphins, Saleh with the Titans, now Joe Brady with the Bills.
I get the feeling that the Raiders might be eyeing somebody on either the Seattle or New England staff, which would make sense with Tom Brady.
Ooh, Josh McDaniels.
Oh, dude. Oh, you just honestly crashed about 3 Raider fan cars right there when you said that. Or, I mean, I'm trying to think, other than Tom, what do you have? We hear that Tomlin, Adam Schefter's adamant he's not going to coach next year. So I'm trying to think, Sean McDermott? Like, who's left on this carousel?
Yeah, if we're doing, former coaches, or is it, back to the coordinator game or whatever?
It's really interesting. Do you look at a Sean McDermott who, by the way, is not old? He's established. Right. He's incredibly successful. Or are they going to follow this Liam Neeson, Ben Johnson?
Liam Neeson. I've got a particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Liam Cohen. Or dare I say, Dan Campbell, Mike Vrabel, those kind of ex-players still, are they going to follow that type of route? I don't know, man. I think Sean McDermott would be a fine hire for the Las Vegas Raiders, who, by the way, have the second most cap room in the National Football League, I think $94 million.
Okay.
And of course the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm afraid. Did we do everything?
Yeah.
Can I call for it now?
Do it.
Three in the key? Okay. Oh, God. When I was a little kid, I used to watch cartoons and eat a bowl of tricks. So tonight, I'm going to go out and get a box of tricks, and I'm going to watch Kings Knicks. So many things I could rhyme Knicks with. Bricks. Chicks.
Clicks.
Wicks.
Sticks.
Flicks. What? Chris?
Sticks.
Oh. Many things.
Yes.
Sticks. I don't know how I'd weave sticks in.
The grouper?
You try one. The grouper?
No, the group of sticks or like sticks and stones?
I thought you said McGrouper. It's like, is that the fish version?
McGrouper!
It's just a fish trying to figure out how to get out of traps and stuff. Imagine being a fish and you're just imagine if people fished for humans and they were like on top of the atmosphere with their fishing. So here's the example. You're walking down Jason, you're walking from your car into the office today, right? This morning. And like you're walking along and you're hungry, you haven't eaten breakfast, and all of a sudden there's like a Carl's Jr. Western bacon cheeseburger just hanging there, like floating right in front of your face. And you're like, oh my God, this sounds amazing. And you put your hand over the amazingly smelling, awesome Carl's Jr. Western bacon cheeseburger. And then next thing you know, you're being reeled into space. That's a fish.
Welcome back.
The other questions, can fish see water?
What are the two? Because can fish see water? Oh, and do crabs think fish are birds? All right, 3 of the key.
Okay. Kings leading scorer for tonight's game.
We're so stupid. Why would anyone want to compete with us? Leading scorer, Domantas Sabonis.
How many points?
Give me 21. What? Really?
I don't know. I'm like, he's not picking Sabonis. He's not picking 21. I have Sabonis in 21.
Jason.
I'm sorry. Chris?
I am going to say DeRozan 24.
Okay. Next up, Dave. Kings' largest lead, the Knicks' largest lead.
I'm gonna say Knicks lead wire to wire.
Okay, so 0 for the Kings. What's the largest lead for the Knicks?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, good point. The Knicks will lead. Their largest lead will be 22.
Okay. I have 6 for the Kings, 19 for the Knicks. Chris?
I am going to say 8 for the Kings, 15 for the Knicks.
And then the random stat, Dave, you're predicting to happen in today's game.
Random stat. Doug Christie and Mike Brown will have to be separated at midcourt at some point, and double technicals will ensue.
How great would that be, honestly?
So great, because we would, like, think about it. It would give us so much to talk about tomorrow.
It wouldn't happen.
I mean, I like them both, but
Mike Brown knows he doesn't have a chance.
I don't know why I said that. Like, you're right, he doesn't.
I have Brunson will score 35 or more points.
Oh,
Chris?
Mike Brown will challenge a call and get it wrong.
Such a hater.
Just like old times.
Hater.
There you go.
By the way, Jason, real quick, I know we got to break. What were you doing at 36?
I don't know. Why? What's the payoff here?
The payoff is, I know you weren't coaching the Buffalo Bills.
No.
He's 36, dude.
Wow. That's because I didn't want to.
No, I know. I remember when you turned that down.
I did. They'd called a
You
couple
were like,
of times.
I know they were. Like, Jason was like, coach the. You're like, no.
Wasn't it like someone said, like, Jason, there's only 4 teams in the league right now. This new thing that we call the NFL. Why don't you take the job?
It's 1 of 4. I said, no. Until they put real leather on those helmets, I'm not coaching.
I'm not coaching until Arizona becomes a state.
You had like a highly successful horseshoe business you didn't want to give up and literally made more money than being a coach.
It was a shoe-in.
Oh, it was a shoe-in.
It's always better in alien voice. What's coming up, Dave?
Final, but I swear to God, I sound like that guy Ned from South Park with the voice box.
I think you kind of sound like Osimo from South Park.
I am Osimo. Around the NBA, Kings take on the Knicks. We'll do all that. Seriously, why are you listening to the show? We'll do all that final hour of the program next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening, Chad, for the Start Something New sales event?
There's no better way to start the year than in a new 2026 Ram 1500 Crew Cab. And right now you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP or save thousands with 0% financing for 60 months and still get the $7,000 Hoblet discount.
Wow. I love that you still have 0% financing available and that you still get the Hoblet discount.
That's why Hoblet has won dozens of customer service awards. And as a fifth-generation dealer, when you buy from Hoblet, you become part of the family. You will not find a better combination of savings and selection with over 400 new Rams available.
Search, select, and save through the whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$14,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie after $7,000 factory rebates and $7,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash on select inventory, $1,000 SFS bonus cash, must finance through Stellantis, and $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. 5 is net savings, see dealer for details.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Sacramento, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Hagen Oaks knows you can buy a driver off the shelf anywhere, but Hagen Oaks is the only place where you'll find total game fitting. The Hagen Oaks TrackMan-powered player performance studio fits clubs to your swing. Ping's Ballnamic Ball Fitter finds your optimum golf ball. The putter fitting studio makes you a better putter, and FootJoy's 3D foot scanner finds your correct fit. In fact, Hagen Oaks will fit you from head to toe with equipment and apparel to make you the player you want to be. It's total game fitting, and it's only at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't! Yes, he did!
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
I'm back. Oh, Bobby, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Yep. Somebody wanted to let us know that the character on South Park that I keep referring to as voice guy is Ned Gerblansky.
Ned.
Stan Marsh's uncle, Jimbo's best friend, lost his voice due to injuries serving in Vietnam. Yes. I just counted on the fact that most people would know who that was. They're coming right for us.
I know one Ned.
I think I know the same Ned you do.
Yes, that used to work here.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only Ned I know. I think.
Ned. Oh, God. Mount Nedmore ain't happening. Like Joe Nique. Stowe.
Wow. I almost said infra, but that's infrared.
Infrared. Oh, check my infrared glasses. What is Ned even short for?
Oh, wait. I got one.
Oh?
Teapot. Or teapot.
Neddy Pot.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes. Ned. It's actually, his last name's Pot. His middle name's Tiberius. It's Ned Teapot.
Oh, you are never going to get this.
What's that?
Do you know what Ned is most commonly a diminutive or nickname for?
Edward.
Ned Tholomew.
Jason got it right. I was wrong.
What?
Edward.
What?
Oh, Anthony Nedwards.
How is Ned short for? It's not Nedward. How the hell do you get? Well, then how do you get Dick out of Richard? I guess is also a question. Like I've always wondered that.
I think you have to ask a medical professional for that answer.
You're stupid. I'm just saying. I get Rich out of Richard. No problem. Rick out of Richard? Sure, absolutely. Richie.
But
how do you look at Richard and go Dick? No, I'm just asking. What's the other one? Like with William, you get Will, Willie. Okay, Bill. How do you get Bill out of William? I guess because Will and Bill.
How about Bob?
What about Bob?
Bob?
At least Bob, Rob, I get it. Like Bob shouldn't exist, but at least it's Rob and Bob.
Well, it's Robert and Bob.
Well, I guess it could be Rick and Dick.
That sounds a lot like Ned and Edward.
Right, but there's, okay, all right, okay.
You allow it?
Yeah, I think you're, well, if there's no.
Here's another one of those weird ones, right, though? Isn't Margaret like Maggie? That makes sense, but I think it's also Peg.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What about Margaret?
I think, what is the word? Derivative? I think you get Maggie. That makes sense. We all get that. But I think Peg comes from Margaret.
Peg comes from Margaret. I thought Peg wasn't Peg short for Peggy?
But that also might be from Maggie or Margaret. I don't know. I could be wrong. I thought that's
usually a short form of Margaret or Peggy is Peg.
Yeah, Margaret. Okay.
That's crazy. It's really weird when you go to like the reasonings behind names. Interesting. Peg. What?
The text line. Based on your
God,
comment.
right.
From the 408 when you see it.
I don't understand. Yeah, I see. You guys are all immature. How about that? I'm asking questions and trying to get answers, and you guys are making giggles. The Kings have lost 5 in a row overall.
Hey, Tank Commander, you salute them, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
You've got a hankering for some tankering.
I'm tankering?
Yes.
Tankering for a hunk of something. Yeah. They've lost 5 in a row. They've lost 9 straight road games. Well, so some of us were around for when we cheered for the Kings versus Scott Skiles and the Orlando Magic when we broke, what was it, a 41-game losing streak or something?
On the road. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's funny. The Kings have the worst losing streak on the road because the Pacers beat Oklahoma City.
See, I mean, we still that's something to be proud of.
Hey, maybe the Pelicans. Any chance that the Pelicans could beat Oklahoma City tonight?
No.
Oh, because if they did,
yeah.
and if the Kings lost, then Dave, then you'd move below, which is what you're rooting for, below the Pelicans.
Yeah. Let's go. I'm fine. Hey, I'm fine. I mean, look, I say never, but OKC's lost 2 in a row, Jason.
Yeah, I think they're washed.
Do you think they're losing enough, though, to where maybe Sam Presti's like, you know what, I got to make some noise here?
I heard his job's on the line.
I'm fine with that. I love me some Scott Perry, but let's go. And by that, I mean, let's add Sam as Scott's assistant. Anyways, let's get serious. Not really, but look, hey, the Kings stink and we're on the flagship. What do you want? We're gonna have some fun with Neds. Oh, by the way, yes, we know about Ned Flanders. It's fine. Or his official name, Edward Flanders.
Right.
Kings have lost 5 in a row. They've lost 9 straight. They are tied for the worst.
Actually, I hate to be that guy.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
But his real name is Nedward Flanders Jr.
See, that makes sense to me, which also means there was a Nedward Sr.
Yeah, it was his dad.
I'm fine with that. Yeah. Hey, is anyone else with me too? Nobody should ever be called the second.
Why?
Oh, shots at Pope John Paul.
No. If it's like a king or a pope or something, yeah. But like when I heard, isn't it Patrick Surtain the second?
Okay.
Well, shouldn't that be Junior?
Maybe they have what if it's a different middle name? Is that how it works?
Well, then he's not. Then he's the first. He doesn't have the middle name. My dad's name. My dad goes by Jack, but his name is his name is Arthur John, and his dad's name was Arthur Emil, and my dad wasn't a junior nor a second.
Huh.
Now I don't know if he's breaking some rules there or not, but I'm just saying, why would it be Patrick Surtain the second and not Patrick
because
Junior?
The suffix junior is used when a son has the same name as his father, and the suffix the second is when a child is named after a relative that is not the father.
So like the Maury Povich rule.
Exactly.
Really? Wait, what do you mean the Maury Povich?
You are not the father.
Oh, okay. I was like, Maury Povich? Is there a Maury Povich the first? What?
So you're the second. So
yeah. Okay, well, let's see here. Hold on. Let's go.
So Mason has a boy, and it's named Carmichael Dave.
Okay.
And then it's Carmichael Dave the second.
But guess what? Patrick Surtain the second is the son of former All-Pro NFL cornerback and Florida State graduate Patrick Surtain Sr.
Well, they're doing it wrong.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
I guess, if Chris's information is right.
I believe what Chris is saying. I'm sure he read it from a reputable place. I'm just saying Patrick Surtain, it should go Patrick Surtain Jr., and then Patrick Surtain the third.
Okay, like when the Kings had Marvin Bagley the third, Harry Giles the third, and Ben McLemore. We had all these thirds.
Yeah, we had all these thirds and half a team. But I would say
almost got
you drinking. I would say, yeah, because there was Marvin Bagley Jr., Frank Mason Jr.
Yeah. Or Frank Mason the third, I think.
Right. That's how it should go. That's how it should be. And also, I don't think that you should be a senior unless you have a kid that's a junior. Like, if I were to say my name was Carmichael Dave Sr. and I was to put that on my radio jersey, well, if I don't have a Carmichael Dave Jr., then why am I putting senior? I'm just Carmichael Dave.
Right.
But aren't there some NFL players that have done that? I don't know if they had kids or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Okay. Well, the bottom line is the Kings are now closer to dead last than the spot above them in the overall ranking.
Right. So when the Kings won the 4 in a row and everybody was going kind of crazy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
especially.
Like that next tier. So Nets, Kings, Pelicans, Pacers, Wizards are kind of the bottom tier. That next group that the Kings would have to catch, and it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it kind of is. Utah's at 15-31, and then after that, the next win total is like 18-19. So I just, that's a long ways away for the Sacramento Kings right now. So I would feel safe to say that the Kings will end up in the bottom 6. Now, 6 doesn't sound as good for some as 1, but bottom 6 is probably pretty safe.
Which would be so you're including the Jazz.
I'm including them,
Yeah.
but that's still a stretch to get to them.
Well, here's something that's interesting is that at the Hornets, Grizzlies, Bucks, Mavs all have either 18 or 19 wins, and those are right near the bottom. Those are the teams above the Jazz.
Yeah.
The Sacramento Kings are on pace to win just under 21 games the whole year.
Well, let's give them 21 just to be nice. Let's say 21. Yeah. So right now that would put them at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would give them the 11th pick in the draft if they got to 21 and no one else won a game below them.
Last year, 21 would have been 4th.
Yeah.
The year before, 21 would have been tied for 3rd.
Okay.
The year before, 21 would have been 2nd worst. And we'll do one more here. The year before, 21 would have been. Come on, man. Really? Is that the same? Hold on. I'm getting this right? Yeah. 2 years in a row would have been. It would have been tied for. 21 would have been the 2nd worst.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting, if we start doing, there's a lot of games left, but off the top of my head, I think the Kings have played the Jazz twice already. I think they still have at least. I don't know if they play them 3 or 4 times. I think it's 1 to 2 more with the Jazz, both with the Nets. They haven't played the Pelicans yet. They got 1 more with the Pacers, 1 more with the Wizards. So, including the close of this road trip, that'll be those head-to-heads will be the games that Kings fans, I guess, will be watching the most.
Yeah,
going forward.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but watching
in a way,
what are you rooting for? Right,
because everything else that they get, like there'll be other wins somewhere in there, and it'll all be, oh wow, they snuck up and beat the Suns or the Knicks tonight or Orlando later. They'll all be teams that'll be better than them, so they'll be deemed as surprises. It's just kind of what will they do with those teams that are down near the bottom with them.
Guys, I want to play a quick game. Can I put the two of you on the spot? This is really just kind of a thought exercise for Kings fans.
Okay.
I'm going to actually try to give some hope here, okay? When I was going back and looking at the standings, so if you're looking anywhere near the standings, don't do it. When I was looking at the standings in 2021, 2022, a couple things, one of which has caught my eye before. They caught my eye. Now, here's what I want to do. For the both of you, okay? I'm going to give you a combined 10 guesses. You guys can just rotate. I want you to try to guess the bottom 5 and the top 5 teams in that season. And I'm going to say the over-under is 4.5 out of 10. So let's start, for example, with the bottom 5. Give me a team that finished with a top 5 record in the NBA in 21-22, Jason.
Wait, top or bottom?
Top.
Okay.
So the 21-22 season we're looking for?
Yeah, so 4 seasons ago.
And you want the top 5, bottom 5.
Yeah, so first just give me a guess, one team that you think had a top 5 best record that year, Jason.
Boston
6th.
Oh.
Chris.
This is the 2021 season.
No, 21-22.
No, this is 21-22.
I think that was the Suns year, right?
So is that your guess?
Yes.
The Phoenix Suns are the best record in the NBA at 64-18.
All right, then I'm going to go with Milwaukee.
Milwaukee was 7th.
What? They won the title. Wow.
They have 51 and 31. Chris?
Oh, I got another one. Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
The Warriors.
The Warriors, 4th, 53 and 29. So you have number 1 and number 4.
Atlanta? No, they worked their way through.
Yeah. All right. So
Toronto?
One more. Toronto was 10th. Here,
Okay, wait. So this was the year before the Beam team, and I want to say it was the Grizzlies had that super good year, right?
56 and 26, second best record in the NBA. So I'll just finish it out. The Suns were 64 and 18. Grizzlies 56 and 26. Miami 53 and 29. Tied with, I'm actually surprised. I thought one of you guys would say this. The Warriors at 53 and 29.
You said the Warriors. Yeah. You gave it to me.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Shut up.
I was surprised too.
I was very surprised. So surprised I didn't hear it. And then 5th, the Dallas Mavericks at 52 and 30. Here's the other fun part. All right, guys. Jason, I think we left off with you. Give me one of the bottom 5 teams in the NBA 3 seasons ago.
Detroit.
The Detroit Pistons, 3rd worst record in the NBA, 23 and 59. Chris?
The Kings are fine.
The Kings, by the way, were the 7th worst team in the NBA, 30 and 52.
The Rockets.
The worst team in the NBA, the Houston Rockets, by 2 games, 20 and 62. Jason, we got the 3rd worst and the worst.
Okay, I can do this now, actually, because of the
draft
lottery. Orlando.
Orlando, the 2nd worst team in the NBA, 22 and 60. So this was the Jabari Smith, Cade Cunningham, Paolo Banchero, Keegan Murray draft. So you have the worst team, the 2nd worst.
Paolo Banchero!
Who are the 4th and 5th worst teams?
Well, that's got to be OKC.
Oklahoma City 3 seasons ago was the 4th worst team by record in the NBA at 24 and 58. Just 1 game behind their opponent in last year's NBA Finals.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, they took Mathurin. Yeah.
At 25 and 57. Does that give us hope?
No.
Me neither. Because it happens to everybody but us, but it's just insane. By the way, am I saying that right? Is that 3 or 4 seasons ago? 3, right? Like before this season.
Yeah, 3.5.
Okay,
I guess from now.
Okay, yeah, there you go. 3.5 seasons ago. 3.5 seasons ago. The Rockets are a Western Conference contender. The Pistons, best record in the Eastern Conference. The Oklahoma City Thunder, best record in the West, defending champions. The Pacers in the finals last year. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 of the bottom 5. And the Magic, they're just always going to kind of be the Magic and Amway their way around a 500 record, but that's who they are.
Who's the best? Who's the worst team of the bunch, would you say? Now. Take Indiana out, because of what they're going through this year, but just who has the least chance to win a championship?
Of those bottom 5?
From that year.
Of that year. Orlando.
The one that got the 1 pick.
Wow. Oh, dang it. I don't like what you just did there.
I was hoping you fell into my trap.
Yeah, but you trapped me. Ow. You put me in a bear trap. Oh, man. All right. So the trick is to tank, but not tank enough to where you're the first record because they don't get the number 1 pick. You really don't want the number 1 pick because that's who Orlando got, unless it's like a Wembanyama type. And then you have to make the right pick. And then you have to do a bunch of moves on top of that are super smart.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Indiana got it for the Halliburton trade and Siakam trade, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
OKC, basically. They drafted well, but it's the Shea trade that changed them to what they are. Detroit's probably been one that's done it more via the draft, I would say.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and they did it via the draft. And also, we have to remember one of the tricks, I shouldn't say tricks, one of the asterisks on Detroit's rebuilding, it was actually a bad thing for them. I mean, Cade Cunningham couldn't get on the floor the first couple years.
Yeah.
And that contributed to them having a bad record and high picks for multiple years. That's why I think for Kings fans, it's really the toughest pill to swallow in the moment. The fact of the matter is this: it is almost an absolute, there's always exceptions. It is almost an absolute certainty that if the Sacramento Kings do this right, do this rebuild correctly, and they don't take any shortcuts, this is going to be a bad team for a minimum 2, if not 3 years.
Yeah, I think when you're looking at the teams that do it via the draft, mainly it's you hit on 2 or 3 like great drafts in a row. Like you might get the best player in next year's draft if the Kings are picking 1, 2, 3, 4 somewhere, and we deem like, man, they got the steal, or not even steal, the best player of the draft. Well, that best player of the draft is probably not lifting them from, let's say, 20 wins to 40. But maybe there's a little bit of a lift, and then you hit again on the 6th pick the next year or the 9th pick, and you're going, all right, they've got 2 in a row with free agents and that kind of thing, and then that's when you really make your climb a little bit like Detroit. Added some free agents, drafted well in a couple of years, and that's really how they've climbed.
That's why I'm sure we can come up with a couple of exceptions, but look how bad San Antonio has been. Look how many years New York was bad. Look how many years Oklahoma City was bad. Like, it's a really crappy thing to say in the moment, but if the Kings do everything right, and also, by the way, if they draft and trade correctly, you might be a competitive team in 3 years.
Well, the Kings are even our other better examples, just them in general, that the 2010s when they were so bad, they had all those lottery picks anywhere from, like 4 to 10, and they weren't producing into enough great players. And if they had hit on a few more of those, they would have turned it around sooner.
There has been, we got a break there. By the way, Jason, there has been research done. That stretch from Pete D'Alessandro all the way up where the Kings had like a top 4 pick pretty much every year. I read some article once that did this mathematically. It's actually the worst stretch of drafting in NBA history considering where they picked.
Fun.
And it's actually not particularly close. So, hey.
Well,
that
actually.
T-shirt. Hang it in the Louvre. What's it? Wait, did you have a well, actually?
No, that was you.
Oh, okay. Well, when we come back, what's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. And then we'll get to crosstalk with Matt and Kayla. All coming up right after this.
Listen to the #1 sports lineup in Sacramento.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt George, and Kayla Anderson. The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
Every weekday live and local 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Online at SactownSports.com or download the app right on your phone. Your #1 source for all your Northern California sports. Sactown Sports 1140.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Save more on the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 35% off select major appliances and choose from our wide lineup of top brands. Plus, save $100 on a Little Giant 22-foot multi-position ladder. Now just $189. Built for strength, flexibility, and job site versatility. Pros, these savings will only be here for a limited time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 1/30 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person.
Hi, welcome in.
They're powered by smart tech and ready to do your taxes for you. Get real-time updates while you go about your day. Confident your taxes are done right. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. TurboTax stores opening soon. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on most beds with base. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at a Sleep Number store today.
Celebrate the new year in style with a new Honda from Stockton Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings. With new Hondas in stock and ready to go, now is the time to save on your favorite Honda in person or online. CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Accord, Civic, and Ridgeline. It's a new year with endless possibilities. Get the deals that make it easy to say yes. Upgrade and save today at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Jason, earlier we were lamenting the fact that we didn't really know that many Neds. We knew one between us, and then we got into all-time Neds. You mentioned that Ned is short for Edward, and that spawned a whole thing. We got a lot of things on the text line, Ned Flanders, blah, blah, blah. There is one that actually disappoints me. How did we not get Ned Ryerson from Groundhog Day? Wait, hold on. You've seen Groundhog Day.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he's not talking to me.
Okay. No,
yeah.
1993.
Saw it in the theater.
That sounds about right.
May have seen it twice around then, but I don't know the last time I saw that.
You kept seeing it over and over and over and over again.
It's one of those, honestly, Groundhog Day is one of those movies, weirdly enough, that I count as one of those TBS TNT style movies that I'll watch no matter where it's at in the movie. But funny thing is, I don't usually watch the end. The end isn't really that satisfying of a rewatch to me. It's mostly all the hijinks that go on in the middle.
Oh, and if you're wondering, yes, I was correct. It came out in 1993.
We were super wondering that.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, I'm just seeing this now. Okay, what day is Groundhog's Day?
February 2nd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was released on February 12th.
Oh.
That's like a Christmas movie being released in January.
Well,
I see. Or June.
Yeah.
Like Die Hard.
Not a Christmas movie. Bruce Willis said it.
The writer said it was.
Yeah, you know, that writer that everybody associates with Die Hard. When I think of Die Hard, I think of Nakatomi Tower and the writer. Nope. No, I don't. I think of Bruce Willis, and I think of Professor Snape. Alan Rickman, falling off a building. And that weird look on his face where he was like, no.
No.
From the 916.
And Carl Winslow.
That's, you know what, you're absolutely right. The Nets and Jazz are purposely tanking now. We are not. And if we don't make any moves, I can see us having a better record than them. Well, let me just poke at that real quick, friend. Chris, you're going to die alone and burn in hell.
Oh, that came out of nowhere.
And if those people think that came out of nowhere, I'm responding to something Chris texted us. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Let me ask you guys a question. Why would we say the Sacramento Kings? I'm just going to quickly go back to Jason's notes from earlier here because I thought it was a great point. The Sacramento Kings closed a professional basketball game with Maxime Raynaud, Dylan Cardwell, Keon Ellis, Nique Clifford, and Devin Carter. In what world do you think they're not purposely tanking?
Well,
and I'm not talking about the players or the coach.
Yeah, the only pushback on that one would be in this. I want to see if it happens more because in this specific game, when they did that, the game was over. Like they were going to lose the game.
Sure.
But if they started using that group a lot more and the minutes, from Westbrook to Levine, Sabonis, DeRozan are down in the low 20s compared to 30s that they've been playing, then you're like, all right, something's going on here.
I think one thing I often laugh at every once in a while I'll see on NBA Twitter, like some reporter. I don't want to say who because I don't ever know if they're guests on other shows here. But like you'll have one of those Twitter reporters that has a good following and be like, reports say the Sacramento Kings are looking to move pretty much anybody on their team. They're entering in a full rebuild mode. And like everyone just goes crazy over it. I'm like, what? The Beatles broke up. Like, didn't we all talk? I know, Jason. Didn't we all talk about this? Like, I don't know. Well, let me put it another way. Remember when we first talked about it, how big of a deal it was? And I was like, oh my God, are they really? Like, that seems like it was a year ago. It was like 4 months ago, but still. Why is that still news?
I don't know. Because everybody's thirsting for just anything trade related coming up.
I guess. It's like, is there anybody out there left that's like, are they tanking?
Mm-hmm.
Are they looking to rebuild? Are they going to really trade these guys? Yeah. Who the hell? You never know with the Kings. Kings are at Knicks tonight. Of course, all of your coverage is right here on Sactown Sports. You're home of the Kings. You're home of the 49ers. Also, you're home of UC Davis Sports. And I do believe life coach and UC Davis coach Jim Les joins us tomorrow, does he not?
Correct.
We will spend a lot of time, I don't know why I did that, talking about his survival in our celebrity pick'em.
Yeah, he's still there. He can do it. He can win the whole thing.
Trailblazers at Wizards. Hey, guys, I have not looked yet, so I'm going to guess with you. Who is favored? The Blazers at the Wizards. Who is favored and by how much in this game that nobody is going to watch? Even people there are probably not going to watch.
Well, the Blazers have to be favored, and the Blazers are favored by 9.5.
Ooh. I'm going to say Blazers 7.5.
I'm going to say... I'll say Blazers 10.5. Also, fun fact, for some reason I can't get odds. So can one of you look at it?
Oh, is that why you're laughing?
Chris is the closest. Blazers by 6.5.
Ooh, we could have ourselves a game. I like that. By the way, Jason, I guess, can you play with Chris and I?
Yes.
Hello.
So you want the rest of the games, including the Kings and the Knicks?
Please.
We'll save Kings and Knicks for last. How about Bucks at Sixers?
Sixers 3.5.
I'm going to see who's going to be closer.
I'll say Bucks 1.5.
You guys have the wrong team.
We picked 2 different teams.
We picked different teams.
Oh, I heard Bucks. All right, so sorry. Chris, Dave did say the Sixers. Sixers by 10.5.
Whoa!
Oh, jeez.
Remember, no Giannis.
Yeah, no, that's why I picked. Yeah, but not enough. Chris, you suck.
All right.
Next.
Pelicans at the Thunder.
Woof.
Thunder 14.5.
Oh, damn it.
Well, you could say
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go Thunder 15 just cause.
Okay, we have a correct answer. It goes to Chris Ladd. Thunder by 14.5. Pistons at Nuggets.
I'm gonna say. No, Chris, go ahead. You go first.
Pistons 3.5.
Pistons 4.5.
Dave's closer. Pistons 7.5. Yeah. Nets at
quit Kyling me.
Nets at Suns. Ooh, you got Kyled.
You got Kyle. That's what I'm saying. It sucks to go first. I'll go first here though. I will say the Suns. The Suns by 12.5.
Suns 10.5.
Chris is closer. Suns by 8.5. Chris, you go first on this one. Clippers at Jazz.
Clippers 5.5.
It's so funny. The Clippers are 21-24, but I feel like they're on a 40-game winning streak. Clippers 6.5.
Dave's closer. Clippers 8.5. And the last game, our game, the Kings at the Knicks. Dave, you lead it off.
Knicks 9.5.
Knicks 10.5.
Chris is closer. Knicks 13.5.
You got Kyled.
I did. Stop Kyling me as he Kyles. That's from West Sac Noah. Are the Kings the Jets of the NBA? No, the Jets won a Super Bowl with Joe Namath.
Well, the Kings won a championship with Jim Fetterman.
Ned Flanders.
Devin Durant.
With Peggy.
I would say probably right. Isn't that about Jets, Browns? I mean, just, pick your depth franchise. But you know what, guys? It's going to make it all the more sweeter when we win it all. When the Kings win the whole thing, when the Kings win a championship, it's going to make it all worth it.
Maybe the Arizona Cardinals.
No.
Cardinals made a Super Bowl, though.
Well, they made it. It's like the Kings making their one run but they didn't win. And they haven't really been that good, right?
Kings didn't even get to the finals.
Okay. I hate to say this. The Kings are the Seattle Mariners.
You hate to say that?
I hate to say that.
Ugh. Oh, all right. Well, let's take a break. We need a rinse.
And repeat.
When we come back, Matt George.
Please
rinse. 2 first names. And
Maddie.
And Kayla Anderson, the midday show everyone's talking about. They'll join us for a crosstalk next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Big savings are back at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? We have options for everyone. Plus, lower interest rates at Folsom Lake Honda make for lower payments. It's no wonder Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Get an instant cash offer for your trade at FolsomLakeHonda.com. We'll buy your car whether you buy from us or not.
Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older.
For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Sacramento, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT this month only. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
Refresh your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Reimagine your bathroom with up to 40% off select faucets during our Bath Savings event. Need it today? Order by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Shop for your bathroom refresh at Lowe's. We help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location. Same-day delivery on eligible in-stock items. Subject to availability. Fees vary. Visit Lowes.com/same-day delivery for full terms.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey.
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Hey.
Too much?
Sorry,
No.
we were rushing.
I don't think where you come from makes a difference here. We love everybody. Be Russian, English.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Spanish.
I got on to
Doesn't
that.
matter. We love everybody. See what we did?
See
Good
what
morning.
you did there. Morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
I don't know where my headphones are. Someone took them.
Yeah.
I got
What's that note say?
I have a hostage note that says, "We have your headphones." Signed the U.S. Marshals.
Oh, I didn't even see that letter.
Yep.
That's funny.
So.
Well, because there's actual real headphone stealing. Like I still can't find my adapter on my headphones. But
There they are.
somebody actually stole your headphones and left a note?
Yeah, but the great Christopher Law just brought him in and said a gift from the U.S. Marshals. So I got him.
I think that's a new show coming out, Marshall. It's a spinoff of Yellowstone. Marshals. I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, also that redhead girl on Yellowstone, I haven't watched the whole show, but she's the one that was in the bathtub in the beginning, right? That you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like blanking her name too.
She's English.
Oh, I know. Isn't that funny when you realize people are English? You never would know though on a show. It's like the Sons of Anarchy. The lead actor on that.
Is English?
Yeah.
It's honestly one of my favorite things when I find out, and you don't see a lot of American actors do the English thing, but like when I saw Good Will Hunting and then years later, I didn't know Minnie Driver had an accent. I didn't know she was English. And I find out she's English. I was like, wow, I think it's easier to go English to American than it is American to English.
Oh, it 100%
because they make all the movies.
True.
No, it definitely is.
Very true.
Well, Matt, how do you know that so?
Because
you say that like you're an expert.
Well, listen, if I know anything about American accents, no, I enjoy watching clips of the Graham Norton show on YouTube because they have a lot of actors and actresses and funny moments on that show. And they talk about how easy they almost mock America with how easy it is to do our accents.
Wow.
Shocking.
Wow.
Even like Southern accents and Boston accents.
They mock us for all of them.
Jeez.
No, because they've got like 100 accents over there.
They do. And some of them you cannot understand at all. Like Cockney or Scousers. No.
Geordies.
What'd you call me?
Yeah. I grew up with a friend of mine whose third language was English, and he was very good at it. He grew up speaking Farsi. He's from Iran. grew up. He was Persian. He grew up speaking Farsi, then moved to Germany and learned German when he was 8, and he came over here at 15. And we're still very good friends. Very good. He says 2 things. Number one, once you learn one language, it's easier to learn another. And secondly, one time I asked him, I said, what do, like, if you can't understand American English, what do we sound like to you? And he said, you sound like, he did his imitation. He said, it sounds like all you guys are saying, if I can't understand your words when I couldn't speak English, this is all I hear from anyone who's American. Bow, bow, bang, bow, bow, ding, ding, bow, bow. Said you sound like a country guitar. Yeah, like that's what he hears. So it's like, Chris, didn't you and I talk that one time about that big hit in Italy, like in the 80s, where the guy did a whole song, like upbeat song in words that he thought sounded like English, but they were just gibberish, and it like shot to number 1 in Italy
because it was a banger.
It was a banger.
Gotta admit, it was a banger.
It was a banger, dude.
Is that still cool to say?
I don't know. Probably not if I'm saying it.
I think it's low key, really cool.
On God.
For us, it can be.
For real.
Skibbity something. I don't know. I don't pay attention to what my kids say.
That's not true.
It's a good point.
It's very true.
No, that's not true. Dave tries. Dave hears it once and says, I'm working that into my vocabulary. I know,
Trying
Dave.
to.
We just were witness to Dave's listening skills earlier when he said, I'm surprised you didn't pick the Golden State Warriors, which was my second pick, and he told me I was right.
Yeah, that's not listening skills, dude. That's early onset something in my brain, brother.
Early onset. Wow, what's that word? What's it?
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember it.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't say it is because I'll get a letter from somebody who's like, my grandpa. Yeah.
And I get that. That's awful.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's 100%. But it's like, I'm not. It's like when, it's like your mama joke. Like if Matt's like, I like the Bruins, I'm like, your mom likes the Bruins. I'm not talking about Matt's mom.
Of course not.
You're not?
It's the royal yo mama.
Yeah.
It's the royal mom.
Yes.
All hail.
That's what I've always thought, because I thought we were making fun of the Queen whenever we said yo mama joke.
Oh.
Royal mom.
Celebrity birthdays are brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Oh my gosh. You ever drop a mom joke on a friend of yours?
Oh.
No problem. Just give them a Crumble Cookie if they get offended. Screw it. Crumble Cookies. Oh my God. Your mama loves them too.
Let's start with a movie. I'm going to test our movie wizard in there for this one. On this date, in what year did Nanny McPhee come out?
Oh, jeez.
I have no idea what that is.
Perfect.
Wait. I might know this. Nanny McPhee.
What the hell is Nanny
Matt,
McPhee?
describe the movie.
Oh, I don't remember. It's like an ugly looking nanny who like takes care of a bunch of British children or whatever, but I just remember her face being hideous and she has big ass teeth.
Emma Thompson.
That sounds
Yo, mama.
like something that came around the time of the show The Nanny, so I'm going to say 2006.
He's in the right ballpark. I was going to say like 2000 and I think it was a little bit older. Let's do 2004? Might be too young.
2005.
I'm going to say 1999.
Nope.
No lowball, Bob Bart.
Okay. We have a correct answer.
It's Chris, of course.
Christopher
My
Law,
goodness.
2006.
Of course it is.
Okay, Chris, one more here.
Hey, Jason, real quick, breaking news from my my chart hospital. When you like go to the doctor app.
yeah.
Breaking.
I just got a note from my doctor. Hey, Dave, just want to remind you to complete the Cologuard test.
Oh, you haven't
how
sent
is
the poop
that?
in the box yet?
What?
Yeah.
How is that
Huh?
Cologuard thing?
Hold on. What?
You gotta,
Yeah,
Matt.
it's
In
for
a few
colon.
years, you're gonna have to. Let's just say that the Cologuard viewer person who opens the boxes has the worst job in America.
You have to poop in a box?
Well, you send it back.
you don't. Not. Yeah,
It's
you don't.
good for
You're not
prevention.
holding a box under you.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
on
have to
top of
mail
you.
them.
It's not when you take a drug test and you pee all over yourself. Well,
Can I
No,
Can I
no.
refuse?
I'm doing it wrong.
well, girls have that problem. Boys don't.
Yeah.
Let me let me try to do a visual without being gross.
Yeah.
Oh, celebrity birthday.
Fully describe it.
All right, I'm gonna try. Okay,
How
I think
big's
I pull
the
this
box?
off. Have you ever made cookies before? You know how the dough is in the bowl, and then you take the cookie thing and you put it on the parchment.
Stop it.
And it's chocolate chip, maybe peanut butter.
Snickerdoodle. How'd that get in here?
Maybe corn.
Kayla, over the line. Kayla,
Sorry.
over the
Too
line.
far.
Kayla hit me with the
All
biggest curveball of the show. Oh, you don't have that problem? It just gets all over us. Great. Sorry.
That's like a sprinkler.
I think Kayla fit in really well in the morning show. Kayla, you ever get bored of Matt?
Yeah.
Kayla's disgusting.
Me.
I love it. I have the ear for it.
Yeah.
Dave's talking about pooping in a box
back
and
to you.
Kayla's sprinklering.
Wow. All right. How about
crying.
Big Mama's
We've all had those
House
nights.
2?
I have no clue. Yo,
Perfect.
Mama? Big Mama?
Yeah.
Big Mama.
Big Mama's House 2.
2010.
It's also known as Big Mama's House as well.
2010.
I have no clue. 2015.
2005.
Way too early.
Lord, Chris.
Way too late.
2006.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Carmichael Dave, 2006.
What a year. What a year for movies.
Yes.
Pretty easy to do when you
Love
Kyle
that
somebody.
movie.
Yeah, so Nanny McPhee and Big Mama's House came out the same night. What were we doing
Was
that
that
night?
that was the initial Barbieheimer or Oppenbarbie or whatever it was?
Oppenbarbie. You got it.
Barbieheimer.
Oppenbarbie.
Nanny's
That's
House
what-
2. Big
That's
Mama
when you're
McPhee.
choking.
Big McPhee.
Just lodge it.
Happy birthday to, let's go with Chris Collinsworth.
Oh my God, Chris Collinsworth.
That's the.
Is that your impression?
Sliding on the chair.
That's a great call. Nobody does a Collinsworth
Talking
like
about
that.
Nick, oh my God, what a touchdown.
Spot on.
See, it sounds like he's on the toilet too.
I gotta poop in a box.
Seriously.
Oh my God, the sprinkler.
How old is
Chris
he?
Constaworth.
Nice.
Thanks. Chris Collinsworth is 65.
66.
I'm 63.
64.
Kayla's closest, 67.
Damn it.
Right.
Happy birthday to, let's go with, James Cromwell. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
Oh yeah, that's that'll do, pig.
Yep.
Who's that?
That's Babe.
From Babe?
Dork.
The old man?
Oh,
Yes.
from
Yeah.
Babe.
Oh, he's
From
ancient.
Green Mile, from...
He got to be 101.
He's alive?
Couple episodes of Star Trek, Next Generation.
94.
101.
101.
Holy God dang.
95.
Jimmy Croms, as we call him, is actually nobody's in the correct decade.
Oh.
What?
He is 88.
No, he's older than that.
Carmichael Dave is the closest.
Damn it!
86.
Man,
you
I was
guys
going-
aged him.
Yeah.
He was old in
wow.
Babe.
I don't even remember.
He looked
Babe
70 in Babe.
being 20. Is it 20 years ago?
Sad movie, by the way.
Happy birthday to former running back, Fred Taylor.
Oh, Jaguars. Fred is 52.
54.
53.
50.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Christopher Lott. Happy 50th birthday to Fred Taylor.
Okay.
Jason, a quick fun fact for you in the audience as we go. You ready?
Yep.
Remember when Beverly Hills 90210 came out?
Yes.
Kids today look at that show. It's actually older than we looked at I Love Lucy when 90210 came out.
Did you watch MASH?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Oh
figured.
gosh, my grandma and grandpa watched that.
Yeah, Alan Alda just turned 90 something.
Yeah, Alan Alda, I think, is 90 coming up.
Old.
Dang.
Yeah. All right, for Christopher Ladd, for Jason Ross, please enjoy the midday show that everybody, at least as of today, was talking about. Excited. Matt and Kayla, right here on your number one. We don't just say it, by the way. Your number one, and then screw those promos. We can do better. Your number one Nielsen rated on paper. Good luck beating that sports station in Sacramento, suckers. Sactown Sports. Bye-bye.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings